Hello. Hi. I am going to warm up for a quick 6 minutes.
Oh, let's just reset all my settings.
You reset all your... Why?
I almost did. I clicked default and I almost pressed yes.
Bro. That would have been actually tragic if you ended up doing that. Yeah. Tragic. Doing... Can't wait for Mara to come out in 7 days. I don't even have enough. Next week. 6 days maybe? I think it might be 6 or 5 days. I don't remember, but I don't have enough dream tokens to unlock her.
They're probably gonna give like someone to get her for free.
No. They haven't even done that since like the game launched. Huh?
Oh, I mean like the trial thing.
Oh, the trial. Yeah, but I'd rather save the trial card for like base strings though, because base strings are kind of hard to come by too.
I guess that's true. Although I don't know if you can. Can you sell them?
Yeah, you can. If you unlock the character or like an outfit or something like that, or a weapon, you get base string. Like if you have everything in that trial, and it just ends up being able to sold for base string. Yeah. I'm just not gonna use trial stuff at all until like maybe if I really do need to use it, but I don't think there's gonna be a use case for that.
The warm-up phase is
a little loud.
Three, 2, 1, battle start. First blood. points. 覚えたぜ。プラズマフィールド使用可能だぜ。プラズマフィールド。上だ。回復次第聖戦に戻る。覚えたぜ。
引き裂かれちゃった。
The showdown has begun. Beware the reverse string storm. Super string enhancement activated. The leading team has reached 30 points. 返してザコどもが
裂かれちゃった。
あっちゃねえな。
私の奏者からは逃げられないわよ。
使用可能。
引き裂かれちゃった。
覚えたぜ。俺を呼んだか。すべては人々の課題。ファミータイム。恐れる。
What's up, Rhea?
故郷へ帰りましょう。風来ボム。The enemy needs 10 more kills to win. 死は不滅。禁射の術をお見せできます。Team weapons enhancement. あなたを待って The enemy needs 5 more kills to win. 黄金。故郷へ帰りましょう。The enemy needs 1 more kill to win. Victory! キロへの導きを我らに。
Uh, so rest in peace. They actually have a super string.
They have a super string.
They have a super string.
Is this against the plat team or something, or?
Well, when we faced them before, they were Electron average. Then apparently 2 or 3 of them became super strings.
Crazy.
And I was like, whatever.
So I guess we should just look at what they do.
Well, that's the whole point of it, yeah. Because we're gonna look at the replays for that shit.
Yep, she's on.
Like where they playing.
I mean, I do still have some of the old replays for when we first fought them, I think.
Are we missing K right now, or?
Just K, unless he
Okay.
wasn't gonna show up. I don't know. You guys, not all of you guys react and stuff, so I just YOLO. It's okay, they're not here yet either. And dude's leader's like still driving.
Jeez.
So we got. So I was just gonna say to stick with. Well, I picked base 404 and Couchy unless they say they want to pick something. But I was like, can we just take every advantage and take all the picks? Just to see how much or how we do on the maps we seem to be pretty good at.
Hmm.
I want to say that they've been the maps we've been playing the most often lately for some reason. I'll just chalk it up to being Origami's fault. If they hard stomp us, I'll just call it a day. If we do so, I'll take a third. We'll take a third map.
Mhm.
As for after VOD reviewing, we'll see how late it gets by then, I guess. I mean, if you guys don't mind, well, I know the PS tiers. Oh no, Zero has to leave right after, I think, right?
And I guess still up to 2 more hours.
Up to 2
Sure.
extra.
Wakata.
And no, I mean from now.
From now to 2 hours. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. We'll try to make the reviews quick then. If we do go with the reviewing. I don't know, I might not.
仕事
'cause
仕事
nice
仕事
Warm-up phase.
飛んでいくよ
Oh.
匂う皆が流した血の匂い
The warm-up phase is about to end.
グレネードスキル使える
3, 2,
突撃なさい
battle start.
幻惑の舞を見せておあげ
First blood.
あれを消せばいいの匂いがはっきり見えてる血が私を強くするさよなら風来ゴム
Do I become it? No.
よし
Alright, guess I'll just pick. Wait, he's already in game.
Who?
さ
So
よ
and it's a bit of raid game. So.
なら
Oh.
スキル使えるま
Like
とめてくれ
playtest or?
隠れても無駄
And it's on. I'm like, yeah, my test server. Like when Messi's on Skyblock. There,
Beam shield enhancement
he
activated.
says he's on Roblox.
さよならスキル使える動けなくなっちゃった匂いがはっきり見えてる血が私を強くするさよなら鉄の匂いがする生き延びちゃった動けなくなっちゃった
has reached 20 points.
うちが私を強くする。風来ボム。
Countdown has begun.
Do we get
Beware
ghosts or
the
do we get
reverse
aliens?
string
スキル使
storm.
える。ニオ。先行弾発射。
Actually, I didn't
うちが私を強くする。風来ボム。
The leading team has reached 30 points.
動けなくなっちゃ
one
う。
by one. We'll take ghost, then take AN,
Oh my God,
and
okay.
then take then take one.
動けなくなっちゃった。スキル使える。ニオ。
Okay.
魔物が流した血の匂い。うちが私を強くする。 順調。先行弾発射。さよなら。生き延びちゃった。ニオ。魔物が流した血の匂い。血が私を強くする。生き延びちゃった。
Team weapons enhancement activated.
動けなくなっちゃった。隠れても無駄。
Oh my god, he unadded me. That's I'm
飛んでい
trying
く
to
よ。
find
順
this
調。
guy. Didn't realize the guy unadded me.
動けなくなっ
I
ちゃ
was
っ
like, I thought I had another
た。ス
thing.
キル使える。
I know, I do have it.
5 more
うちが
kills
私
to
を
win.
強くする。生き延びちゃった。匂いがはっきり見えてる。匂いをたどってきてさよなら。
One more kill to win.
動けなくなっちゃった。
Victory.
うまくいった。そう。よかった。
Messi, are you doing deathmatch right now or
No.
no? Okay.
I can play one if you want.
Yeah, I'll invite you. Just I don't know. Just to cut down on time, I guess, or waste time.
I mean, could always just go into the training room. Yeah.
I mean, we're missing one person, and we have no certainty if he's here. So.
I already asked AN, and so
Oh, okay.
we're just gonna wait for him to pop out of his ranked game.
Okay.
How long?
How many rounds does he have? It's 1-3. It's 1-3. He has plenty of time. We have plenty of time.
We should probably start meeting like before the scrim. Or what time is the scrim?
It was supposed to start at 10, but the team leader got stuck in car traffic.
Oh, so they're not fully there. They're not fully.
No. And I tried to add the other person, but I don't think they know what my IGN is, so they're probably ignoring my friend request.
Alright.
Because I'm a lowly proton and they're super strict. What's even the friend cap on?
Sorry, I was away. What happened? Bro, it's just deathmatch. How long is it gonna take? What the fuck?
Because you weren't doing anything, so you're probably doing something on the side.
Dude, by the time we're done, by the time we queue this, Aen's gonna be done with his ranked.
Hopefully. Oh my god, I can't English. I know we're not the most timely bunch.
What is this queue? What the?
Okay, the dude's here. The queue didn't even pop.
No, I guess not.
Zero, get over here.
It's so fucking weird, man. All right.
Maybe it's something about queuing multiple people in team deathmatch.
It's just it's just two people. Like that shouldn't be an issue.
If they hard stomp us hard, then we will lose in 40 minutes. That's all. Damn. Oh man, it was on a win streak. 15, 12, 19. Damn, the other side surrendered on this game.
What?
No, rigged surrenders. I hate rigged surrenders.
An Eins game or?
On one of Ian's, Ian, and one of his recent wins was a 5-3.
Oh.
The team surrendered at. Dude, just doing stuff. Hey, a level 2 account. Hi. Wait, are these randos? Is that what it is? Are they randos? No, I don't think so. For the name changes, he's such a brain. Will this be the biggest comeback? Oh my god, I keep using the wrong R. Hour. R. Wait, we'll make do with a we. Okay. Mm. It's basically Proton though. Oh, he left. Did his computer crash?
Oh,
Your
it sounded
STRINOVA
like it.
crashed. Can someone else invite him if my thing doesn't refresh? Was it a computer crash or
Steam crashed.
just it crashed?
I don't know why. As soon as I accepted the invitation.
Yeah, no problem. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time.
What time will it start?
We're
You're
supposed to
supposed to
start at
start half an hour
10.
ago.
There we go, but it's okay.
Hmm?
30 minutes ago.
I mean this game. What time will it start?
Now.
Okay.
Is the guy that's level
Uh,
2 on their team on their alt account or
Smurf.
something?
It's a
Yeah.
Smurf alt. Apparently the guy makes an Alton gets another name every time. New name.
What the fuck?
Dude, leader literally said he's special.
Clearly.
For the name changes, he just wants a lot of names, I guess. Very deep. It's
Select your character and get ready to defend.
マジックには種がある
Ayan, can you go duelist or nah? Just curious. If you can't, that's okay.
Sorry?
Can you go like Flavia or Fuchsia or nah?
Okay.
If you can't, it's okay. Oh, fuck me. Wait. Are we griefing? Alright, we're griefing. Go,
No.
Michelle.
I know Michelle.
You can go, Michelle.
Go,
you're
Michelle, but then no
I
support.
could have went. I could have went Celestia, but okay.
Celestia,
Yeah,
no,
this is
it's
fine.
my bad. I did a
そりゃ
bad
飛べるわ
call.
よ
It
マ
was
ジ
my
シャンだ
bad.
ね
No support. GG, y'all. We're throwing.
It's not that bad. I think
They
on
have they have
defense-
a standard comp though, especially with support like that. So
And if you could go either
The
one of
battle
these
is
two
about
spots,
to
yeah.
start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
私の奏者からは逃げられないわよ
I'm gonna assume
私
a.
のポストあっちへ行くわよ
Yeah, I hear an interceptor.
Oh,
Aka's on. Oh, you got it
重
already?
要な奇跡が倒れた
You're
わ
probably
Celestia
gonna
down.
pushing up heaven.
intercept heaven. Okay.
まず目
Bomb
印
planted.
が多いの目閉じてなさい
Yeah,
カ
we
ー
have
ド
one
を
point.
引いちゃ
Very
う
up.
Oh, I fudged up. Raichi, they're all there. Aka still over there. Is Aka still inside with you?
They should push.
目閉じてなさいここで横になるなんて嫌よ
Hackers win.
I should never reveal myself. Fuck.
Because you were hitting the Lewin, wasn't it? Lewin got you or no? Yeah.
Yeah,
got
Levine
you.
and Ika pushed in.
I meant on Messi.
Yeah, because they'll win the real one.
Lewin.
They smoked it off and.
Well, no, she just had to spray pray you.
The battle
And
is
then she had
about to
vision on you
start.
for free.
No, she just threw a reveal.
5,
Oh, she threw a
4,
grenade. Okay.
3, 2,
Q.
1.
Oh,
Defend
she
your
did cue it.
position.
Oh, then I should have broke the knife for you.
遠くに敵がい
That's
るわよ
A.
気をつけてね
A again.
あっちへ行くわよ
Okay.
私の奏者からは逃げられないわよ
No, no, no. Might. Okay. Aka.
失明したくなければ目閉じてなさい熱波で会場を熱くしちゃうわよ
I'm here with you in case they push you.
カードを引いてあっちへ行くわよ
Just wait.
前から来るわよ
Wait.
Bomb planted.
Couple on heaven.
Being on heaven. Two people. Never. I fudged up.
Being down.
Who's low?
It's just you
Louis.
left.
Oh. I know. That was.
Aika ult me.
Attackers win.
Oh wait, I fudged up. It's okay. I forgot to buy armor too. Yeah, I tunneled. Did not buy
ショー
armor.
を始めま
GG.
しょう歓声の代わりに銃
It's
声
probably
を
because we were both talking.
You and me. Easily sidetracked.
The
I don't
battle
think
is
so.
about to start.
If you mean your Discord mic, then yeah. But
5,
not.
4, 3, 2,
Yeah, I'm
1.
here fine.
Defend your position.
And so it does complete their rushing sheet. Are they rushing it? Alright. Eiichi's over there.
Yeah, they're on site.
They smoke it. No. Not when they have.
Bomb planted.
Alright, scans down. Try to see where they are. Oh. Reichi's over there too. Hold on.
Hey guys. I hit
Ayan? I fudged up. Oh. we tried.
Celestia is still in.
I did not take the note.
Attackers win.
Okay, you can join on the other two.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
no, the game after this. We're kind of doing trash anyway.
We don't have a support comp too, so or a support.
It's my bad. It's my bad.
The battle is about to
Bad
start.
Bad team building.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
B this
Trying
time.
mid.
Probably
Are they in?
not yet, but she ulted, and they have. No, they have an interceptor. Oh. Avoided that. Oh, that's not bad. Ayuka. Plus, they have the wall. Holy shiz.
Ike is low.
Oh, one time.
I fucking agree with that.
Came
Oh,
all the
she
way around.
ulted.
Holy shit! Ilvine. Ah, fuck. Lewine's half. Aita's up there.
Attackers win.
Yeah, the wind just came through our spawn. That's insane.
No, she went through her ult and then walked all the way back.
She?
She ulted, right? So then she
Like she came from here.
invisible. Yeah, her ult and then jump over here and then flanked all the way around. It's totally possible.
Yeah, we couldn't let them. We don't want to
The
let them.
battle is about to start.
Just use like a nade or something.
Push
Five,
through.
No, they had a
four,
for B.
three,
They had a interceptor immediately,
1. Defend your position.
so I couldn't throw anything.
Oh, I fucked up on
Plus, they had Reichi wall.
Probably.
intercept through A again.
Okay.
Let's just wait. Holy shit.
I'm hitting them.
We're just gonna wait. I'm gonna come with you. Oh, can you hold on? I'm here.
One.
She's hard left, unless
Trying to fall back.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
Reichi's low. Reichi's low.
Ming is also low. All right, we got them, but they didn't plant. Why didn't they plant? Oh no, they
The
have.
resing Ica.
we
The
have-
resing Ica. The resing. The resing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will try to.
Nice.
Nice, nice. nice. They don't have bomb. They don't have that.
Celestia 30.
I can flash them.
She's half. She's half. Reichi
Oh!
low. Celestia low. Nice.
Nice.
And I didn't use my ult. It's one round. I don't
Yeah,
remember
just
if we
Ming.
had one round against them last time.
Let's make it more than one. Yeah.
They played that badly though. Like I don't know why the wind didn't just reveal me.
Celestia
Well, they
always
don't
plays way behind too, which ends up
battle
letting
is
me
about
like try
to
to catch her, but I just can't really kill her in time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
B.
Two. Just quickly throw.
Could maybe try to break their interceptor, but
Low.
never mind. Oh, you're Hold
Yeah, I'm low.
low.
They're pushing.
Oh, fuck me. I fucked up. You can smoke that, or never mind. Lewin pushing. Or yeah, Lewin. They all pushed. I died that straight to a freaking Ragey, of course. They're gonna plant A probably.
Bomb planted.
Very stable.
Oh,
Fuck it.
nice.
Win.
Yeah, we need like a win nade or a slow nade in B to stop them pushing through that. Because even if they throw an interceptor, if you're standing like on the wall, you can still nade it.
Remember, you can shoot it too.
I mean,
That
if they
thing
throw
usually
behind
takes
it,
2 shots. Yeah.
If you know where it is. If you could see it. When everyone sticks.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Oh my
Fear.
god.
Holy year. No
There's like three
Yeah.
observers.
3-inch shooters. He's ulting too. Is it only 2 going? Levine chasing you, AN. Oh my god.
She has ult, by the
I don't
way.
even know where they're planting.
She's pushing. She's gonna be pushing long.
She used to.
Okay. I'm with 0. Oh, never mind. Not anymore. Levine's down. They're still planting C.
Bomb planted.
Oh, I whiffed.
Oh,
Win.
They like flashed me with a nade.
Final
I'm
round of the
chalking up
first
to
half.
no support. Come. Which is my bad. I made AM pick a bad character. No, not really.
The battle is about to start.
And I'm still been holding all
5,
ults.
4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Nice review.
That's like an AB. Levine hit Rachel's on me. Holy fuck, I forgot. Oh. I don't save.
Who's watching that? The fuck?
There's nothing to. Okay. Oh, why is this 120 minutes?
Only one ally remaining.
I don't know.
Attackers win.
Has it been like that the whole game?
Probably.
My bad.
Switch
I didn't realize. I did not. That was my bad. Holy shit. Holy shit.
私の出撃ですかすべては人々のため飛翔形態爆弾を拾いましたマミータイム発動
Uh,
Test out A.
The battle is about to start.
You don't need to push it unless it's called.
5, 4,
She's gonna be here.
3,
Kahona's gonna be there.
2,
Kakana?
1. You're the bomb carrier. Get to the target.
I don't see her.
It
yeah,
is.
she is there.
Yeah, she is there.
She's gonna call now.
mean,
She's already gone by
Put all
now.
the
Yeah.
good Kahonas there.
Then we
I mean-
could just rotate to B, or
Kakona's
we
already
just
in heaven.
grab-
Kakona's already in heaven. You don't have to look. You don't have to.
Bomb carrier knocked
Oh,
down.
the U
Dude.
theory.
Dude.
I'll be fine.
They're
She's right
still
there. She's right there. She's right there.
And the Celestia's right there,
There's
and
3
U
mid, 3
theory.
mid. Just
They're,
rush A,
they're
rush A.
closing in.
Rush A.
He's closing into you guys.
Wait, isn't there still the Dakota though?
No, Kahona's not.
Yes.
Or-
No, she's
she
still
might be
alive.
there.
She was heaven last time.
They painted Flavia's on me. Oh, never mind. Close it up.
No one was watching window.
Defenders win.
I mean, while we were falling back. and when
Final
they pushed.
round.
A again.
No.
I mean, if they were gonna flank like that,
No, they're gonna flank when they get a call because Kakana
The battle
called
is
early,
about to start.
so they knew when to push that.
5, 4, 3.
They wouldn't just like push
Two,
like the
one.
out of
Protect the
no
bomb
information.
carrier and destroy the target.
Someone there.
it's Dakota again. Either just get her since it should be
Take
too
it.
slow, or
We're crowding
we
up too
go-
much, man.
Bomb carrier knocked
people.
down.
Holy shit! I got one knock.
Might be flank soon.
They're 2-2, but they could be picked up.
They are
Kakona free res after all. Oh,
Bomb carrier knocked down.
Dang.
Defeat.
It's funny.
We
I
got
saw
stuck
the
there,
shadow
bro.
of
We can't just do that.
I was in the smoke and I saw someone's shadow and it let me know where they are. So it actually worked. Turning shadows on.
alright, let me fix the rules. I need to delete that one.
Are you bringing in K or?
Yeah, Kay can come in if he's on. Kay, you coming on?
Sure.
Fine.
Okay, let's figure out what we're playing before we get in the map. Though.
Please.
Thanks, Ian. Have a good night. Or if you want to stick around and watch.
Is there random in here? Also, make sure to change the time too.
Yeah,
I think it's
should
Around
be
time.
Name is
fixed.
super string. What the hell?
It should be fixed now, yeah.
Yeah, it's my alt, bro.
What, that's your alt?
No, I'm lying.
Wait, we do.
Wait, what? If
They're trying to ditch us.
is left.
Wait, Kay, are you actually Singularity?
No,
Okay.
I'm not that good.
You know what? They probably just expected us to go C instead of A.
Yeah, I think good snipers just swap between sides, just so they can apply pressure.
Either that or they
Uh,
read our intentions, because I'm pretty sure when we went A, they thought that we were going to be afraid of going A again, so
A,
we would just go C.
exactly. And that's why
Because
we should have stayed
B
with
would be
A.
a
No, I'm kidding. Okay, it's okay.
but we wouldn't have known because it was just 2 fucking rounds.
Exactly. There's only 2 rounds. I guess it should have been better if we had 2 or small amount of rounds left. Just stick to B for intel.
Well, we had
Like,
intel. There were 2 instances where we had intel, and they had intel. Because if we were gonna just keep pushing Kokona, she's just gonna call her team in, and then they're just gonna pinch like they did on the first attack round, right? So we should have just fell back and like did something different.
we didn't fall back quick enough, or
No, we
what?
just kept pushing. Even if Kokona, there are 2 instances when Kokona was there, and she had a lot of time to. She was like super far in too. She had info on us, right? So that
'Cause
would
I
have
don't
let them call their team in.
I mean, they're always gonna
Right.
have info on us, though.
They're gonna have info on us, but I don't think we necessarily pushed the Kokona the first attacking round.
We did.
We
We did.
did.
No, we did. We try to go after. We still try to go A after that.
Okay.
First round, I heard someone flanking, and I went mid, and that was probably the main problem. It's because then like they just collapsed mid.
Okay, we
And
just
Ogre was
didn't
holding it.
rotate quick enough, and that's why we got flanked by the Yugiri and the Celestia on A.
Because by the time we see the Kokona that early, she's just gonna call them in, and they're just gonna look for more info whether or not we're gonna
That's not
push that second or
necessarily
not.
too much of a problem. It's probably the main problem is just that we don't have a Richie, because Richie's like in organized games, Richie's really important.
Yeah, on
You
this map,
guys
yeah, for sure.
ready up? Oh wait, I didn't put the right map. Never mind. And Zero ready up. I
But
know
probably what we can do is just go on, like if you're rushing A, just go on the left side, don't go on the right side.
Yeah,
Oh, they can still see you mid, I guess. It's just they have less
but
time.
it would be better because, well, I don't know if it would be better because if we split up, then maybe it would have been split up like on the left and the right. It probably would have been okay, but all of us were on the right side, and Kokona was like, okay, yeah, the entire team's there.
And yeah, you can also like with people playing there, you can like if you use like min Q, Lewin Q, you can slow them and try and get a pick.
Also, we don't.
Well.
None of us during that game play snipers, so we had nothing to
Yeah.
counter that.
I mean, you don't need a sniper, but Zero ready up.
I mean, of course you don't. Of course you don't need a sniper, but like on the first round or second, we really didn't have anything to counter that unless we had smokes or something, but we didn't, or we didn't have
who are
any
we
ability
playing?
to counter that.
Who's
What was
playing
the score
computer?
last game?
It was
1-9
or 1-9.
Oh,
It was really
Who's
bad.
everyone playing?
I think it was also 1-9 when we did Windy Town against the
Defense, I'm playing Flavia, and I'm thinking, what, Zero here?
yeah, it's Zero. Maybe she had to go. She said she still had another hour though. Maybe she went to a bathroom break. Oh no. Well, that was still 17.
I mean, what does other people want to play?
What?
We're still playing the game, right? Or what?
I think so,
I'm
but
back. Sorry.
okay, maybe she
okay.
said she left for a bit. We
Hey,
just
so
didn't
who are we
catch.
playing? Who are we playing? Negav is on Flavia. Who else?
Yeah.
Did something happen?
We
We
were
were
just
trying to figure out
discussing.
comps again since we're doing defense start. Okay. What would you pick?
If he's taking
Yeah.
Flavia, I'll probably play Galatea.
Okay, you go Galata. It's fine. And then Messi can go.
Oh wait, if you're going,
Fuchsia.
okay, because I was gonna say if you're not gonna, if you want Flavia, I can give you Flavia. I'll take Fuchsia instead, but it's really up to you.
I'll go Fuchsia.
Fuchsia, okay.
You should Flavia, and then we need like Util. So who wants to play Michelle? Or
I mean, if
Senate?
Zero wants to go
Defense?
Michelle, and then I go Celestia, or Messi goes Celestia, and I go Michelle, and then Zero goes Yugiri / Yvette.
If you need me to go Michelle, I guess I can.
Or could be Yugiri as well if you're more comfortable.
What did we play last time? God damn it. Last time Rona was Kokoda. Okay, you were Kokoda last time. Unless you don't want a Kokoda.
I
On
mean, I
base
could,
metaphor.
but I don't want to Kakona against that singularity.
You
I'll pick
don't.
Kakona.
No. Just let's not Kokona troll. Fine.
I don't like Celestia on defense though.
I'll go Celestia then.
Okay. Who would I have? I could. Okay, I don't think I should just try Michelle. I can play Celestia. I just don't think it's very good.
You never know.
Who else is there?
Alright, whatever, I'm starting to YOLO.
Let's see how it looks.
They had two supports technically. They had both a Kokona and Celestia.
Select your
Windy Town.
character and get
It's
ready to
it's not out of the
defend.
question that it's the thing though for defense.
I can play Celestia.
戦場は5番のようだね。
Zero up to you. I'll just. But if you take Michelle, then I'll end up going Madalena. Probably.
Okay, I'll go Michelle then.
Actually, do you guys
like-
want me to go Coconut? Because I can play.
I mean, you can.
Dude, it's entirely up to you.
私もご
Should I
石
put
の
Flavia?
一つに過ぎないよ。
You can.
Already
Good.
insta.
Or I mean,
Uh,
you should.
You
Alright.
can. Whatever. It's whatever.
Alright, fine,
GG.
yeah.
We'll just work
No,
on
I
it.
was gonna play Celestia.
That's a double. Okay. All right. Double support.
They're disrespecting them.
蝶の
And they're doing 3 DPS. 4 DPS! Holy.
星々のように蝶が舞う。
Huh.
Just
Okay.
don't let him.
I
I
don't
mean,
have any actual scanners.
No scans.
And if they scan, you're only revealed to Fuchsia. But they're probably going to calm.
Oh, wait, do we want to do
The
nades?
battle is about to
yeah,
start.
I'm about to do it, but I don't
wait, I'll-
think they're gonna go mid though.
5,
I want to try it. No,
Four,
they have 4 DPS. They
three.
might go mid.
2,
Okay.
1. Defend your position.
No, they're beat. Oh, I heard they're splitting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're not mid at all.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
beat.
DB.
Four.
I cracked like 3 of them, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
成長したね。
If they might be.
現役の舞を見せて。
Push it low. Push it low.
Okay.
Push it low.
Fuchsia's one, actually.
Aka down.
Oh, we can back
I
off,
didn't even
back
see the
off.
Bimo. Bimo and
okay.
Fuchsia left. Bimo Fuchsia left. On site,
Bimo
on site,
up.
on site.
Bomb
Nice.
carrier knocked down.
I don't
Probably res.
remember.
Probably don't, guys. Actually.
Defenders
Nice.
win.
I got you.
Ed?
No, it's because they have no scan. It's because no. It's because they have no scan. It's because they have no scan.
I think there we don't want to res though, because like
It
it's
was a
3v1,
gig.
and we don't want to make it 2v1.
I did have a win date. Nah.
The battle is about to start.
I don't.
5,
No.
4,
They'll just end up
3,
peeking me,
2, 1.
and then I get
Defend your
killed by
position.
4. No, they have 2 shotguns. But Celestia is down. And Ming is pushing you.
We gotta buy more.
I guess pushing heaven.
This is pushing. Well, not
No,
bad.
she's on site now.
Bomb planted.
Alex, push it. Food is cracked.
Imo, 20. There's Celestia there again. I'll push with Ev.
Celestia dead. I got a half.
Aika, one more.
3 here.
You're the one with like.
I got
Oh
down.
my god. Imo. Oh fuck. Oh, never mind.
Get her
Ah.
200 there.
But I probably should have just let someone else defuse that.
Oh. No, we still had to fight though.
I was trying to half it, but whatever.
We lost too many people on this side here. Who died?
Because
over
it was
there,
just
and
Ica
then-
over there, and then we could have halved it, but
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Feel like it should, unless they're doing a full.
I hear it.
You hear Aggies?
I'm ulted.
Bimo ult. Yusha. Aika.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm low.
Yeah, that's how I never.
I know he. Ah, wait.
Bomb
I didn't
planted.
expect them to be there either.
Okay, you can res or not.
Attackers win.
We just split it that way too. Okay. Didn't expect the Bimo push there.
I mean, Babmo's gonna push anyway, regardless. Especially if he had ulted like that.
True. Actually should have ran.
That's literally his like game plan.
We don't want me it to just be me and
The
Then
battle is about to start.
okay.
we need like Michelle or
I'll get off of mid then.
4,
Negev,
3,
you switch with
2,
Messi,
1.
and Messi go mid
Defend your
instead.
position.
Aika ult 2 is just as bad.
I wouldn't go inside.
Okay.
I'd fall back a little bit.
It's A.
Again, I could slow them
Flush is terrible.
with ult.
I guess close.
Pushing right side.
I go down. She has no ult.
2. Oh my god.
There's one up push here. There's one.
Hold
Just look
on.
the- oh, okay.
Here it is.
It's ripped. I pushed mine on my own, of course.
Mingla.
I'm
Okay.
okay.
I'm down.
3. No. 2v1 now.
Yeah, they realized.
Attackers win.
Couldn't do anything with that. Where's Messi playing? Sorry.
I was hoping Messi could go mid. Just
No, but we want Madeline or Michelle here, because we just
'Cause-
can't. Like, we need to have someone that can stop a push on each side.
Madeline is terrible for stopping push.
The battle
Actually,
is
Mm.
about to start.
No, she kind of is good for that because she can stop stringify.
Paint this.
4,
Paint that.
3,
I'll paint
So they
it.
can't
Two.
stringify up.
1. Defend your
I
position.
mean, they can, but it's just gonna take longer.
It's a
I will-
like if I ping too early, it's not gonna be.
Character made things more.
Main,
It's
they're
low
all
still.
down there. Celestia, oh, 0. Wait,
know where
that's
Ming
2
is.
v 3. Oh, okay, never mind. We too heavy.
Bible came out of nowhere.
No, we just or through. You know,
Yeah, I don't like Celestia here. This seems like I'm not doing anything. We probably want like
You could have gone Audrey, and I would have just.
I mean, I thought we discussed it, so.
The
thought so too.
battle
I
is
thought we
about
just
to
needed
start.
one to code it.
yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Can't fail.
Sight on B.
Yep.
Just hold long range to run his carrying.
Good thing, you guys. Oh,
Bible down, Bible down.
Nice, nice. Push.
what did you say?
Fuchsia low, Fuchsia low, Fuchsia low.
Oh,
Can't
if
go away.
anyone had.
Oh, there's 2 people right here.
How's he not dead? What the fuck?
Oh,
Attackers win.
Could have died.
like if we're backing up, we just watch the 2 entries. Where I thought, but okay.
The battle is about to start.
Guess we only ever get
5,
1 red.
4, 3, 2,
Oh.
1. Defend your
I don't
position.
even- what's going on? But they're here.
They might do the same thing again.
Alright, I'm here with you.
I can ult, I can ult.
Aika is mid.
I don't know why.
Bimo is also.
Bible low. Half.
They're not planting.
Oh, I got terrified.
Wait, wait,
They're flanked too. They're gonna pinch. They're gonna pinch. Fuchsia cracked.
Bomb planted.
So they
I should
okay,
have.
then who? So Aika was still flanked, wasn't she?
I get dead. Low dead.
Bimo. Alright. Where did Bimo dash to?
He's probably gonna flank from behind somewhere.
Nade.
$36.
Oh, holy shit.
Attackers win.
We're giving way too much space too, especially for
Final
aggressiveness like
round of
that.
the first half.
I thought you were still with us over here, nigga.
In the smoke? No, that's just dangerous.
No, not in the smoke, but like this side of the wall instead of falling all the way back there, just here. But it's
Wait.
fine. The
What?
smoke was only right here.
The battle is
I
about
thought you were
to
over
start.
here-ish.
No, I went to go
Yeah.
rotate like immediately.
4, 3.
But there's no
2,
time for a
1.
rotate in that kind of
Defend your
scenario.
position.
Hmm.
No B.
Not our smoke.
We don't want to let them.
Alright, I'm ulting again.
They have heaven. They have heaven.
Is it a full heaven?
It's 2.
Good. Of course I get
Bomb carrier knocked down.
Bimo's
Problems
up.
now.
Bime.
Celestia was up there.
Watch for they might hit me.
Where
could
did
be
the bomb
looking
go?
I'm getting blocked, dude. Oh my god. Mika's low. Mika's low.
Now she ulted. Wait, 0!
Celestia 46. She's cracked.
It's Bimo.
The battle ends in 40 seconds. Defenders
Oh, nice.
win.
Got your back.
We did better than last game. Even though it feels like a
Dude.
Okay, who do we want to play? Okay.
Which we didn't discuss, but it's fine. A 2 scout? Dang.
Galatea is not really a good scan
I
though.
like the Galatea pick.
No, I'm just saying she's not a good
Okay,
scan
but then-
though. She's really just for
Celestia.
We're gonna go Lewin. You can go
Oh,
Lewin.
you want Louis?
No, you can go Lewin.
Okay.
if anything, she's probably better for like calm info or something like that.
爆弾を拾いました。
ショーを始めます。男性の代わりに銃声を。
I guess that's first one.
The battle is about to start.
If we get trolled by the Leona blocks,
Five,
sorry.
4.
Careful with the flanks then,
two,
because if we're gonna get stuck, then
You're
we
the
gotta go
bomb
somewhere else
carrier.
immediately.
Get to the target.
She's probably gonna do like a weird thing in
Is it
window.
don't say.
Yeah, like that.
No.
No. I thought we were all gonna shoot at her, but
No.
I was looking. I don't know who else wasn't.
Oh my god.
Kokona and far back heaven.
They're all there. Just fall back. Get the Flavia. Get the Flavia.
I'm almost dead. They're gonna get me.
Messi, I'm with you.
oh,
Oh, holy shiz.
あなたの犠牲は瀕死の術
They're chasing behind. Oh wait, I fucked up.
Like my keyboard.
Dude, what? 58. Someone's cracked. They're gonna try for. Probably gonna try for that.
So good.
We're so late though. I hear someone there.
Oh,
Leona cracked. Leona cracked. Nice. I'm reloading.
Defenders
Fuck.
win.
now the 2 people in the flank. Oh,
What?
爆弾を拾いました
I don't know. Something spammed.
How did your keyboard disconnect?
If I press my keyboard too hard, it just like unplugs.
Was
Dude,
that your keyboard? Okay.
is it wireless or something or plug-in?
no.
It's
I don't know.
crazy.
I mean,
The
you would
battle
think with
is
3 of you
about to
guys,
start.
but each other shooting through a window and body blocking each
5,
other.
4,
Kinda.
3,
They're
2.
just gonna push their
one.
mid, like push their.
You're the bomb carrier. Get to the target.
Oh,
飛翔形態
still always
Just,
get into
we could
that.
just fast. Just go win reveal.
I'm gonna flash.
先行動です
Bad flash, sorry.
They flash.
Reveal with wing.
Blob's in
Flash.
Bob's in smoke, yeah. What's
黄金の幸
Yeah.
Michelle's here?
Take that one.
爆弾
I'm planning.
One
One in
heaven.
heaven.
Oh, the,
Two.
2 heaven.
get down.
You don't need to push it.
Great.
Don't let him get in sight.
3 people.
I'm just
I got this. Somebody should stay with Messi. Or okay. Oh.
We're kind of low.
Can't shoot anything.
Leona low. Leona
I'm
was correct.
dead.
Okay.
I should have killed Michelle. I don't know what I'm doing.
Defenders win. Final round. 爆弾を拾いました
I guess we got one side there.
We got one say.
We just don't know
Mummy
what
time
to do when we get them.
No, Messi. You kind of were like stuck trying to push heaven, even though they were fully stacked heaven. There was no
Yeah.
need to do that.
I don't know where to play.
No. Just fall back. It 1, 2.
Oh
The
yeah.
battle is about to start.
You also could have been on
5,
like
4,
actually behind the
3,
wall.
2, 1.
Or underneath
You're the
here.
bomb carrier.
Underneath.
Yeah.
Get to the
And
target.
just
Mummy
there's
time 発動
like there's no need to. I mean, yes, you do want to move.
Someone's there.
but Just the Michelle, Flavia.
Flavia
we kind
mid.
of don't want to chase the Flavia though.
No.
I already used my lane scan. Just move back. Instead, just run
Get
out
out,
and
get out.
fast rotate to A. Just fast rotate to A.
I didn't know she ulted that deep.
Michelle's low. She did heal though.
It's 3 people. I mean, but, I trolled that.
進行開始
I mean,
She
yeah,
got
like,
me from
A
that? The
was
fuck, dude.
Open, but
Coconuts pushing from behind.
is
Defeat
ah.
まるで人力が足りません猛省なさい
At least 1-9 on both, 2-9 the second, maybe 3-9 on the third, but 0 has to go. Or do we want to? Let's see.
Our Levine went to site on her own. We didn't have the whole team to go support her, so
Yes, that was me.
I mean, I
Yeah.
could do
I
something,
said to
you know, and
fully.
probably-
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay. Do you guys want to try again tomorrow? Same 2 maps. What? 0 can go while the 4 of us discuss and try the 2 same maps again against them tomorrow, same time.
Will be at the same hour or earlier.
Probably same hour, maybe earlier. Do you want it earlier or do you want
Probably
it
I
to?
can get on the second game.
Your PST, right? Is 7 p.m. or 5 p.m. or you want it later? I can make it 7:30.
Nah, don't worry. I'll figure something out.
No. If you have plans, then we'll just not do it tomorrow. I can just ask them another time.
No, it's about the work.
Yeah, it's about work. Just tell me your schedule after work and then I'll let them know.
Yeah. GG's. Bye bye.
GG 0. All right, let's I guess replay review or something.
Yeah. All right. Robot replay.
Probably just the first game. Because the
Probably.
second game, it kind of felt like they were just like trolling.
The second game or the first game?
Second,
They were
like second game,
trolling.
they were trolling. They were just like with the first side, they kind of just picked a bunch of DPSs.
Right.
But I think we can see what they did in the first game, like on their side.
I mean, even if the second game was troll, we still need to figure out what to do or what we're doing wrong.
I mean, it's just what we're doing wrong is just they just picked, like they're just better at aiming, and then they picked like DPS characters.
True.
I mean, on the second half, I guess they didn't do that, but like first half, it's kind of just their team comp isn't really good. It's just they have characters that they can just team
Right.
up
No,
with.
yeah, it's because all of them are pretty much duelists with like a side of support or something like that.
We can still look at it.
Who wants to do? Well, okay. First off, it's a team comp thing again.
Well, yeah, we've been having issues with team comp because we're still having issues deciding what to choose.
Yeah, and also just with the different people that we have, like if someone's
And that's kind of my bad. Alright. Figuring out what people play and stuff. Alright. So who's streaming the replay?
I'll do it. Because what I'm already noticing now is that obviously the Reichi walls is really fucking strong on this map. So I'm trying to what I'm trying to figure out is
lots of maps. You want someone to play Reichi because it would require all of us to start training. I mean, I could probably Reichi, but my walls won't be the best.
I mean, the walls aren't really that hard to utilize because if you position yourself good enough, and then you use the wall, you basically have free reign to just like use it anywhere. Like right here, they literally just used it in the window room, right here, and no one was watching from under, so they had no one needing to contest it either. But I think also if we were to get sight after the plant like that, I'm wondering what we're supposed to do in that scenario where they have a wall up and they have a couple people pushing up to heaven. So is it really a case of, are we giving them too much space, or is it that we're not like calling out early enough to see it ahead of time?
I think it's a case of AN being late, but
because think about it. Remember what I was saying about the Kokona like being super far up? Like it doesn't have to be a Kokona being far up. It can be anyone. Normally there would be at least someone over here to
get intel early.
To get intel, because if we get intel early and we see them, because they're all on this side, and we can get like a number on who's showing up there.
Which is why your vet is good early info.
Yeah, Yvette would have been fine on either C or A, really. Just to get that info.
I just never liked playing so up close because I'm more worried about when I'm falling back that I get killed.
But here's the thing though, if you play up close, it's fine because you can play safe. Like I mean, I could have done it. I could have went on C to get info instead, but I usually default in mid anyway. So
I don't think it's as safe as you think, because if they fully push up, then they can like outrun you, kind of.
Oh no, it's fine.
No.
I'll start playing more closer up as Michelle. Then it's fine. I could just put down a drone behind me as I fall back.
You may say that, but then there's definitely some spots where you are pretty safe. Like here is fine because they take about let's see, like from when the round starts, they have roughly Like maybe like a good 8 seconds to get there.
Yeah.
You
The
have
problem is with util. Because
util.
if they throw like a Lewin slow dart or a ping Q
Ming,
or slow nade,
you're right.
then you can get caught out there.
Okay, well,
Really,
okay.
that's just a hypothetical. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
of course,
But like
of course, but
generally, you want someone that can like apply pressure there
right.
if you're.
But
going
also,
there.
Ming Q is really predictable to see, so you can dodge it. You can, if you see it coming, just get the fuck out of there, right? For the Halloween Q, same thing. You wouldn't be able to see it because the projectile is too fast. Just if you get scanned, just get out. There's nothing wrong with playing safe because you're all you're doing is getting info or intel, right? There's nothing wrong with playing safe. You don't have to you don't have to deal damage or anything. I mean, for first round, it's okay to deal damage sometimes, but because no one's able to regen. But I don't think that's going to be really the case after the update comes out because everybody's going to regen anyway. But as for now, first round is always important when you're dealing damage, though. But you don't have to do it. It's not necessary.
Yeah. But I think
So
the main
like
thing
playing,
is, though, if you're playing sniper and you're looking there, then they can't just insta push you, or they risk just getting headshot.
No. I mean, they still get a free res though.
yeah. But also, sniping is not really guaranteed because you were seeing them here. They're all stringifying, like they're all gliding to their way over there just to shrink their hitboxes and shit. So that's why I'm saying like it's not worth it usually to go for the damage anyway. Plus, there's another issue where there's someone going in the alternate in alt over here, and
I think
that
you want someone sitting in the wall. Like, like there,
yeah. Because whenever I'm playing around here, I'll just stick around the wall because you have full sight of that entire hallway, and you'll just if you see one person and then someone else over here just calls something. I mean, either way, you could still see them coming from here, but you wouldn't have a lot of time to fall back from it because it looks like they can get there about like 4 seconds, and that would not give you enough time to escape. So over here would be fine because we're playing a third-person game. Like it's easy to get intel or info around that area.
That's fine. I'll position myself there if I'm still playing Michelle and Gouchy.
I know I was making a ton of fucking mistakes because I've been pushing mid a little too often without the right skill set.
I know. I wasn't too sure if it was you or if it was because we didn't have a support that game.
No. I shouldn't have done it. I wanted to try out the Awakening 3 on this map because I never really did it before because I would usually play Awakening 2, which gives you visibility. But I don't know, it's just me experimenting really. So and I think the spare here is fine. Honestly. Like if you really wanted to, you could have just pushed way further up too. So but let me turn this off actually so I know who's who. Yeah. I mean Zero's not here, but like honestly the bear here is fine. No one was watching Sewer though. I mean, well, Ian was kind of watching Sewer, but
Well, Yvette can also watch Sewers depending on her angle.
True, but she was also controlling bear, so yeah. So I don't know if
by looking like C-Long, you're kind of watching Sewer.
Yeah, I don't know if your player model, like if you're playing Yvette, right, and you're controlling the bear, does her model also spot anybody?
I think it shows up on the map, but not like in your window, of course.
Yeah, because I would
because you're in bear mode, but it depends on the angle of your character too. I think.
I think we'd have to test it out because I don't know if radar shows up if your Yvette can see the enemies.
And if you could see the map.
Yeah.
But I don't think they could get into Sewer right without Yvette seeing them.
No,
that's how I'd assume.
So she can because she has Bear there, Bear has
Yeah.
vision, can see if they're going into sewer from here, and Slavia's already up on top there to
Yeah.
see if people go through B to C through sewers.
Yeah, but
So-
they can also go through here, and But anyway, I mean, she could probably get some like audio coming from there too, because footsteps are really loud in this fucking game. So, yeah, no, like the question that I do want to figure out is if the Yvette can catch people on radar when she's in bear mode, even if she's like right here. I think we'd have
Oh
to.
yeah.
test
Bear
that.
can still catch people on radar. Bear.
No, not
Like
the
Yvette.
bear, but
Yeah.
Yvette can Yvette, like when she's standing still like this, does this model also catch people too, not the bear, because I know the bear can. You know what I mean?
Okay, so for our positioning, I think probably Audrey mid, Flavia and Michelle on A, and then Galatea and Yvette stays where they are.
No, because we still need a support. This is not a defense comp.
It
because
wasn't,
we have
yeah.
no support.
Because if
I don't think
anything,
support is necessary for defense.
You.
mm,
I don't think it's worth forcing Celestia if we don't
But-
have a
if you don't have a coconut,
Coconut. Yeah, like you would want Coconut as a support, and then Celestia.
True.
Then
It's kind
do you
of
want a
troll.
Kokona here? I don't think Celestia's ever troll on this.
because this
but
also
that's a me standpoint.
because it also depends on
Time for Messi to learn Michelle then.
I can try. Because her gun is nice.
I mean, if you play Michelle more, and then I'll just delegate myself to Perma Celestia unless Kay wants to go Perma Kokona.
I mean,
I just feel like Celestia on defense doesn't really have the same value as on attack. Because on attack, you can support someone that's like pushing first. But on defense, the value comes from like stopping people from getting on site, and Celestia doesn't do anything for that.
No, with the Celestia, you push together and have the extra armor. For example, the Flavia blind. Or making
It's just-
Flavia
you don't-
less of a logger.
You don't really want to push there because usually if you're pushing on Flavia, you're going like 1v5 or like multiple people.
how about this? Let's just have Kay, are you there, by the way? Probably not. Anyway, I'd be okay with having Kay do coconut, regardless of if a person is like super string or whatever the fuck. Because I'd rather see how it turns out than be like, oh no, it's not a good idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so Perma Kokona. So then Messi Perma Audrey then? No.
I
yeah.
shouldn't have played Coconut that match.
For the base 404.
I mean, for 404, yeah, because 404 is kind
Yeah.
of weird.
404 is funky.
We didn't have anybody that could put a full stop to them or kill one. If we
Yeah.
had someone that could at least damage one heavily or like halt the push, get one knocked, then I could play Coco. But
Hmm.
there was at least 3 or 4 pushing heaven every time. I couldn't get out.
Yeah, that was the issue for that map too. Plus, I still would want to see the replay for that, but I don't know. Let's just continue on with this one
Just
because
keep going, but well, no, it's still comp first because hoping that we stick to this 5 as a main comp from now on. So if you figure out our defense comp,
I'm
it's
wondering
not
what
close
happened
or
here
something.
though. Did Ming and Luween like?
go heaven, yes, if
No,
I remember right.
Cause I'm wondering what happened to Messi here.
Oh, that was just my
and
bad.
Messi
Oh.
got scanned and
Oh, you just got full blasted, yeah, okay.
blasted there.
And then they go into heaven because that looks like the general like default for A.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be better if we waited for the wall to go down during that? or would it?
I think that's the play with Reiji, kind of like how the play with Meredith old. Either wait
Mhm.
for it to be almost down and then push, kind of thing.
Honestly, I
I
think
didn't
that's
want to.
probably- Oh, wait, you talk.
No, you go first.
I was thinking like we probably play around heaven.
Yeah, because if we pushed heaven, it would have been fine, maybe. But there's also the issue of them coming up here, to push in as well.
Well,
Because
that's why
they,
I do like Galatea for intel, just to throw her clone and get like that extra intel, or just have someone pushing with Flavia on heaven together. Because
yeah,
that I don't expect there to be 5 people on heaven, kind of scenario.
yeah. Because
Uh,
I'm more than willing to stop. Like, I'm more than willing to like not go for flanks, and rather just go for info. But there's only so much I could do for info.
Wait, flanks for flanking, I still prefer if like 2 people were together for flanking,
Yeah,
kind of thing. 2, 3, always. One flank is not.
it's not
Well,
ideal,
actually, in
of
this
course.
case, is not ideal, but I think one flank in this case wouldn't be too bad. Because Lewin and Ming are too focused on heaven. You could maybe get the Reichi in this scenario. I don't think so, but you did get the Celestia, so but that's
Mhm.
why they already know you're flanking.
Right. But I'm also kind of thinking as well, when they have a wall like this, look at where they're all looking when this is happening, right? They're all focusing on heaven, and they're also on the platform as well. I mean, when we're all, if there's a opportunity for us to flank like all the way around, obviously it would be way too long to take. But
In
also,
my case, I probably could have fell back and met up with you for the underground push.
mhm.
Flavia can still go in because she could engage in with her blind.
Yeah, because
With them.
their only
So
their only weakness right now is that they don't have anybody looking behind, which is why the Celestia got caught to begin with. And if we're just pushing through like this, and we have been doing that, like literally, like kind of like every round for this, that was on A. We're just kind of stuck here because the wall is a big threat, and now they just start closing in like this, because they practically have the entire team here, like pushed up like this, and they know for a fact that we can't do anything about it because we don't have anyone to, like up here is a huge advantage spot against like people who are trying to get retakes, like
Right.
against defense, because we don't have anything to block vision from them at all. Only exception is that maybe if we had Yuguri, but this is first round, and I don't think that would have been the case, honestly.
No, but there is also the possibility if we 3v2 pushed in quick enough onto heaven to take
Mhm.
down the Ming and the Wayne.
I would also
No.
think.
Never
I would also.
mind. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was thinking never mind because we pushed in a little too late because the wall dropped down and then that's when the Reichi got me.
Because I'm also kind of thinking about this too. What if we had a Maddie on this on our defense comp too? Because that stops them from pushing up, or at least that stops them from getting up to a certain area. Because if we were to block off this area here, that would stop.
It off
From
being able to climb or
yeah,
1 or 2 possibly is a
yeah.
possibility.
It just Maddie painting the box in heaven has a ton of value, because then it just makes it a lot easier to push it, and it makes it a lot easier or a lot harder for them to get out of heaven.
Because I would think that Maddie would be really important on this site specifically, and if there's any other locations where Maddie would be good on,
Maddie is a good character on this map just
She
because
is.
of the range and the painting or stringing. But
this
unless someone else wants to pick up Maddie. I'm the Maddie here.
I'm not a DMR person, unfortunately. But yeah, obviously the other occasion would be Maddie painting sewer, but usually a lot of people don't go through there because it's a fucking death trap most of the time.
You say that, but with a
Otherwise,
rage, you just wall it from. You just wall from there.
true.
As a rage, you just go into sewer and wall directly across with from that, and it's fine.
True. Yeah, I would see Richie setting up there. Yeah, because the rest of them could just go through the alley or here or something like that. Otherwise, Maddie would be good. Like maybe painting off a heaven, but maybe like early heaven here so they don't cross all the way. But
So I play Maddie window, and then I just like paint sewers from there too. But we already have Yvette there, so
I think another. Sorry, good.
I know that's what I was saying. 2 controllers might be a little too much.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
On
I
one,
don't think so.
I mean, on
necessary.
what same side? I mean, on the same. Having you both Yvette and Maddie on C.
I mean, if you think about it, when you have attack, you would have I guess the default comp would have been like scan control, flex, DPS, and support. But for defense, there's not really a good scan character. So
I mean, Nobu.
Nope.
Nobu, and Michelle.
True.
Out as scanners.
And Michelle's kind of bad.
Yeah.
Like, her scan is inconsistent.
It's inconsistent, but also Nobu has a very like his scan is very specific because you need them to go through the thing to do it. And
it's too expensive of a scan.
Yeah, and his cooldowns take way too fucking long. So, but I was gonna say Maddie painting here if we're all pushing this side, or if we're all contacting on this side, would be okay too because that just removes the ability for them to just string in here. And a lot of people do get held up in this spot most of the time.
Or I do Maddie C, and then 0 goes Michelle. Instead of having a Yvette Bear, and then Messi still goes Audrey.
Well, no, Yvette might be fine still. I will like I'm more than willing to play someone else. If we're missing if we're missing someone crucial in a comp, because I don't mind
Michelle.
I don't mind doing Michelle, but I would rather play Fuchsia for that one, just for like an extra DPS, or at least a Celestia. But
do we always have a Michelle?
Michelle's always important, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure that we're on agreement that we should always have a Michelle at least.
I'm just saying I can't play Michelle efficiently like you guys do because I don't know some good turret placements. Honestly, it's something I haven't studied yet. But
can we learn?
I know.
We can all learn.
There might be some value in Yvette not using Bear on C. Just spotting normally, and then you can use Bear
later
on A, like to take Heaven, or like on B on site.
Because Bear vulnerability is very, very good, as I've noticed so far.
It is. We can start having 0 delay on Bear, or not use Bear for C.
You have to practice like not dying, like watching C. You just spot behind the box and just run as soon as you see them.
0 is probably one of the last people to die. If anything, it's you and me who die the first.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you despawn the Bear early as Yvette, does the cooldown start?
The cooldown starts, yes.
And it's like 30 seconds, right?
Or 30 seconds?
Might be 30.
Yeah, and there's like a cooldown upgrade or something.
Yes, minus 10 seconds cooldown upgrade. Or you take the extra movement.
I think it'd be can you use bear like pre-round? You think?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I would
Bear
say
can
that
be-
I would say Zero should still use the bear, but then if there's no one there, she should at least like despawn the bear before getting onto site because we just don't need to push. It
Yeah,
takes them a
if
while
you
to get
look-
on here.
If you look at this fight right here, we have no util at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that's
Well,
main point.
Even
could
I
also
wasn't
just
not in a good spot either.
be Nades. Could also just be the nades where you have
Mhm.
equipping too. There's always that. I'd rather
I'll-
at least just figure out what characters we stick to, kind of thing.
Yeah. Did we also have any interceptors at all? Because we've been kind of getting fucked over a lot.
I've taken interceptor on defense like every
Okay.
game.
I might have to
Honestly,
start doing that
I have
because
like
I've
three
been
or four interceptors probably on defense.
yeah. Because I might swap out grenade for interceptor and keep my flashbang because I think flashbangs are really fucking useful. I just need to get better lineups for them.
I don't think flashbangs are that great, but like I think like
You-
slow nades can be really good.
True, but you do underestimate like pop flashes though. Like pop flashes are really fucking good, especially if they blind you for like a full 3 or 4 seconds. But I don't know. Maybe it's not good for this map. Who knows?
I think it depends on what angle / area they're on. Say if
Yeah.
they were playing off of site, then I think flashbang was fine. But because they're playing on site, like you could see they also use flashbangs too when we
Mhm.
were in
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they
base
do.
in base 404. You just gotta know like where to throw it in, kind of thing.
Or we could just wait for Demolition 2.0. Sorry, I was gonna say we could wait for Demolition 2.0 to come out so we could buy like different nades because I'm tired of being stuck with the fucking same nade for the entire half. Like you are able to earn so much money, on like a good game, and you just have nothing to spend on after that. It's a little ridiculous.
Then there's the times where you're in a freaking down bad no money game. There's
Yeah.
nothing you to buy, and by the time it's the last round, you might be still missing one upgrade if you're doing that poorly. But most of the time, you should be able to full buy by the last 2-3 rounds.
Yeah.
2 rounds.
Well, anyway, couldn't really do anything here.
You guys just didn't have a plan. Like,
Yeah.
Just ran into heaven.
Yeah.
Attackers win.
If you wanted to run into heaven, we need like 3.
Yeah.
to,
If we're playing
push,
heaven, we
or
need to
put
push
emphasis on
together.
the wall.
With Flavia probably going first.
I
Because
think Michelle should have heard Raichi jump up and calmed, hey, someone's on wall. And then when wall comes down, just like kill Ling. And then since Aiko was on the right side, or left side, you could have killed her as well.
yeah.
If given the chance, but
Just
she would've
organize.
been under.
They had a split here on C. Once again, no one was here. So yeah, the getting early info is really important. And then Raichi
Yeah,
wall
always
here
having
again.
someone, like Gala, for example, having someone to push up early A. Because usually that happens a lot in my ranked matches. If someone pushes up early, gets early info, it's very hard to kill someone that does that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did the same strat again.
They didn't really push A.
Bomb planted.
I think if they I think maybe if it was expected that they go heaven, and we've been seeing them do that a lot more often, I think setting up in here would have been fine, maybe. But and having 2 people, maybe having the Audrey and
Yeah.
Michelle be in here would be fine. Well, she places turrets down because it
If
just
they push through C, I can probably just post in heaven on the other
Yeah.
side.
because that at least stops them from going in. But that Obviously, Ming is really fucking strong as a character, so you'd have to have someone to support that.
I just pushed that too fast. I just needed to slow down a little more and just hold the angle.
I've also been noticing that Reichi has been always playing around this spot. I've seen him play here like at least 3 or 4 times now. And there was an instance where I was trying to res someone and he was waiting for the res to come out because I didn't even know where the fuck he was, and apparently like he had the see-through wall thing.
That's my bad. I should have told you just to not bother.
Yeah.
Because he will get you regardless of behind the box there.
Yeah, I should have. I think we should start like reading what abilities they have out, because I don't fucking do it, and I kind of forget that Richie has that shit. Although I would kind of wish that there's a tooltip when you hover over like the scoreboard or something like this, like here, and then you can just read. Oh shit, it's this ability, right? So.
It'd
be kind of nice.
The 1 or 3, this is the ability.
It'd be helpful. It'd be helpful. I don't want to remember it all the fucking time, but.
Okay.
But I have to.
Or I just start reminding people, hey, she has.
It's true. Also, I don't know about that bear. Okay. There's kind of no use for that bear if no one's pushing that. I think it would have been so much better in heaven. But Zero probably just got their ability like as soon as they got it. Okay.
That's fine. I'll start playing more closer for A until as Michelle, if I'm still Michelle.
So this is their C push. Yeah, Maddie would have been so fucking important here.
No, Richie will. I mean, it'll slow them down, but they could still string a 5 through.
Yeah, but they had 3 people in there. That would at least stop them from going in, and then we could have just like had, because it could have. Who were the 2 people over here? And what is this place called? I keep forgetting.
Ming and
Roadway. Luween. Okay, so I'm seeing a pattern here. Luween and Ming always play together. Because Ming, when Luween gets obviously yes, gets a scan, Ming's gonna go for the damage with that.
Ming Luween together is fine.
Yeah.
Or Ming with anyone really is fine.
But yeah, if we had Maddie, that would have definitely stopped them, and there could have been at least a 2v2 or 3v2 over here, because at least that would stall them from getting in at least.
Windade. The Zero had an. Oh no, it was A and with Windade. It wasn't early enough, but on the Windade.
Now in this instance, we're giving them way too like we keep constantly giving them way too much space because we don't have the abilities to deal with their pushing. It's a bad clone.
You can see they're playing off of site in this. So the first thing to do would have been to get the Luween. She was on her own. I never.
Let me see.
Luween was hard right on C.
Nah, like Ming. Luween is hard pocketing with the Ming. Like at all fucking times. Maybe not this instance though, but we wouldn't have known that Luween was there.
No,
yeah, we wouldn't have known. Especially without scans too.
The flank in this case against the raid or not. Repeat.
The 1v2 over there was not good.
Attackers win.
what was this one? Their B push. Instant.
Yeah, there we don't want to back off. I think. When nades?
No.
Or when nades does,
No, they double ulted that. That's literally.
No, but I mean, we don't want to insta back. What nades does Galatea have?
I had flash and nade. That's all I had.
See, there, like wind nade or slow nade is super useful.
True.
It
I guess
wouldn't
like
have been
I
early
should probably
enough.
be playing mid.
It wouldn't be early enough because they dropped the interceptor unless you.
No,
throw
but you
the-
can throw it inside the interceptor.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can throw wind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long as
you
you're
can throw
inside the
anything
interceptor.
inside, yeah.
Right. Okay, alright, gotcha. In that scenario, yes, drop the wind nade.
That they had that entire side for themselves too.
See, Lewin
This is
actually
just
throw
me
it.
being bad at using. What's it called?
Zero was not figuring out what to do.
So where was the lane?
No, like I said, Lewin circled all the way and attacked
Oh,
you from
wait,
the
I didn't
side,
see that.
remember? I told you.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
She had invisibility, yeah.
She invisible with her ult, and it
Could-
took all the way.
Because here's the thing: when they have this shit going on, they that's, dude, like,
That's just a lost round.
yeah,
No.
no,
You can't really do
I don't
that.
know about that because that's
No,
just that gives them full fucking reign of that half. You can't even
You
go in
can't throw
there.
this spot. And then they can
Yeah.
just play mid.
Zero was
They can
still-
only do that when they have an ult, like both ults.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why Zero went towards that direction. Because
Yeah, Lewin-
Wanda died there.
Yeah, there she is right there.
Lewin took the flag. No. Map awareness, y'all.
I have 0 map points.
Yeah, had we known that the Levine ulted like that, we probably should have checked out flank.
I didn't even know that Lewin ulted, honestly.
Yeah, neither did I. I only saw the Raichi ult.
Okay.
I should have paid more attention because I actually looked at it too, and I didn't realize.
Ult quote Qs, y'all. Ult quote Qs. Okay.
Plus, I don't think it helps that I play in Japanese, so I just don't fucking understand what they're saying sometimes. Damn, you actually got her to half. Damn.
Yeah. I think I killed her. Oh, no, I didn't.
Same strat.
I backed you up quick enough. But...
Did you have any turrets available when this was happening?
No, I had both my turrets set up already, and they probably killed them both already. One over
No.
there, and maybe I still had one.
Hold on, let me check.
No, I used both of them.
Because I'm wondering what the cooldown was. I know, but I'm wondering what the cooldown was.
20 seconds. Oh my god, my dog aim.
You're fine. You wouldn't have done.
It probably just came right up.
To be fair, if there was a, hold on, if there was a, where the fuck is my mouse? Oh my god. If we had well, yeah, if we had comms that they had 2 people here low, I think a Michelle ult would have been fine ish. But we wouldn't have known that they were that low, or that we would have knocked all 3 in there.
I don't know, I knew they were low. That's why I went up there, but I didn't drop my ult. I could have dropped it down earlier before.
Yeah. Because that would at least give Messi some room to actually play a little more aggressively.
We won this round, right?
Yeah, because I called Ica being.
That was a good name, by the way.
Yeah.
And I did not res you in time.
Defenders win.
Yeah. Okay.
They also had a flash need too.
I'm wondering
or
what. I'm wondering
someone.
why they lost here though. Like I'm
It's just
wondering
because I hit the Lewin for like 1 million.
for a
when she
million,
was
yeah,
first
and
going
then
through.
and you hit the Ming for quite a lot too.
Yeah.
I think. Let me see the damage.
I think I hit the Lewin and then I think she healed like a bunch of HP and came back and just died again.
I didn't
Like
see
when she was
this.
pushing heaven. And then I think they stopped rushing C
5,
once I got like
4.
A3. Because A3 on Audrey is like insane.
Yeah, that was Lewin half. Ming was also quarter.
Maybe if my drones were actually a bigger range, that could have helped you.
Ming was already low by that time.
And then she ulted.
I don't even know why she's even trying to go for that, but it's crazy.
They just wanted to get you. I wasn't even needed, no, I'm kidding. It was good to have me just in case. You didn't even lose any damage at all. Look at that, you were full HP still.
That's why I like playing A. But
Yeah.
like, I think it's just if they're not pushing A, then I lose a bunch of value from not being able to rotate to B.
Yeah.
Like that's why playing mid is good.
You would probably have to read them. Otherwise you are better off just doing a really, really early rotate upon info or play like a different spot because now they're going to be
just playing B is smart.
Yeah, because I mean that spot is fine. Like because I was gonna say that when they smoked this spot here, it was not in their favor at all. Like they can't see shit. They wouldn't be able to like fight back unless they had the Lewin scan, but like otherwise.
Yeah, I think the spot's really good if they're pushing A, but if they're pushing C, then it's like really bad. Because by the time I get to C, they're already on site, and I'm kind of useless.
Because I'm wondering why Lewin didn't scan there.
Yeah, me too.
Because that was also a big issue.
Probably practice / nerfing themselves. And it was trying to throw.
Oh,
down
she's hell distracted. She could have easily done it. Yeah, she's probably trolling. If she had scanned, she probably would have just.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
There had to be a reason why she didn't scan though. I'm sure of it. Anyway, seen enough of that. So this is their B push. Yeah, probably, yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, K left. Anyway, yeah, this is my mistake.
So when they put the interceptor there, I thought I could hit that one, but or maybe it was another instance. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Did they see me scan that? Surely they did, I'm pretty sure. So without an ult for this site, they would just full push that shit.
Push this to A, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see they're popping and strinifying.
Bomb planted.
I did. Okay, no, I did not. Getting the main. No. Ouch.
Attackers win.
That would have been a good bear if we had it earlier though, but then again, they were just better.
Actually, it's Audrey ult is also a counter to Richie ult. Like if he
Y-
does the
correct.
thing with like Lewin and Richie. then you can
True,
kind of use
yeah.
Audrey ult to prevent plants. Doesn't.
Yeah.
block her.
But no, I understand why you used it in that round to get bomb. It was just too little, too late, because they already planted. Like right here, I think this would have been fine too, honestly.
I also just like kind of missed my ult. I don't even know
Right.
what I should.
Oh, they picked up. There we go.
Zero should have mentioned that they're rezzing. But...
No. I just didn't get to
think I
zero in time.
I see.
Like,
Because
That was-
they just soloed on to the person over there.
no, but me and Zero took down essentially the Lewin and
Attackers win.
who else? Oh yeah, it was me and Yvette.
Final
Me and Zero took Lewin and Ming, so I don't know what you guys been around there.
We were all rotating.
Oh,
Mine
never mind.
didn't get the res or didn't get the ult on time. That would have been a good res too, just to distract him, but
I fell back too quick. No.
and
Yeah.
if there was a call out for that, we probably should have said something because
I think there
Ming
was.
was down there. There was.
Yeah, it was.
I think
That's
so.
why I and Yvette finished
Okay.
them. But we already lost Ein too early, so.
Right.
I should watch the video for all the callouts because it would also be really helpful if you call out like knocked and then a place. Because a lot of time when you say knocked, actually never mind. That's just me not looking at my map.
I
mean-
think we don't have good. To be fair, we don't have good callouts for the maps though, because I mean it's here, right? And we have pings, but
Yeah.
I definitely need to learn the callouts a lot better.
Yeah.
There's 7 freaking maps. You think we can learn them all, or do we want to just focus on Couchy and Base
Dude.
404? Like, get these 2 maps down.
I'm just saying, if I was able to do it in Counter-Strike, I can do it here too. Like,
I mean, if one person learns them, then
yeah,
everyone will be
'Cause-
able to learn them.
because I'm more than willing to learn it. Like, it's just I have a. Anyway, I just
What
have.
is that?
I thought she was stretching. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Anyway,
I wasn't stretching.
She's
no, I
just
thought
straight up
the
fighting.
Galate was stretching, but that's fucking weird. Anyway, because I'm more than willing to learn the callouts, because I keep calling 2 fucking places alleyway, and I know that this technically would have been what fucking what is this place?
You could call it Big Alley.
Big alley. This is like
Big
old. This is apparently called Old Street, and this is roadway.
There is, but at the same time, you don't like. You want to keep it simple enough because like things that are like too long of a. Well, I'm the type who doesn't like long syllables. Road rule. Wait,
And-
I'll stumble.
And I'll give you this, right? This is why I normally call some places main or alt. Because if I say a main, when I mean a main, I usually see, and this is dependent on the on which side you're on. No, which side you're on. Because if you're on defense, I would say that this would be a main here, or long. This would be long.
Yeah, I would say long.
This would be
It's
long.
long. I'm pretty sure most people are in agreement that
And it's like
that's
super
long.
And this is short or sewer, right?
Yeah.
This
Right.
would be a short or sewer, and then this would be a long. But and then this would be like I would kind of call it window, but there's already a window here, so I would call it nest because this is a sniper nest most of the time.
Correct.
Or
You can
yeah,
do that. That's fine.
because we keep calling everything heaven too. Like I don't like doing that.
Yeah. Or I mean, I think a lot of them. it's
I
just
mean,
like-
I just know heaven and hell. That's all, because I am a.
Like I would
All
say,
right.
the enclosed part is heaven, and then I don't know what the other part is for A.
This okay. Let's just call this area here nest, and then this is technically
I
a
would say
catwalk,
that's
but or
I call
heaven.
it also
I don't
big
know.
window. I'm kidding. Big window.
Big windows.
I'm kidding.
Big windows. Too many syllables.
It is. You're right.
We should probably just use the video.
Yeah.
Just memorize it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like,
Yeah,
if one person
there's
knows
so much
it and you just use the call up, then we'll probably be able to learn easily.
Mhm. But for
then
here, I
yeah,
would call
I
this
see.
mid, and yeah, like
I mean, can always say right mid, right B, oh,
and
right.
I would probably call this C main, and then this one be like alt or something, or under. I don't
Under.
know.
Most people call it under. But
Under.
I'm used to it being under.
Okay.
So when I'm there, I
So
usually
under
just
and
hear
upper.
the interceptor, like Aga, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Intel
So
gathering. Let's be more
yeah,
close.
yeah. I mean, even if it's if it's a nade sound that you hear and it's not ours, that's still valuable information because that still means that someone's in there throwing it, right?
Right, exactly.
Or close by at least. Okay, yeah, this is upper, this is under. And then that's for defense, right? For attack, I would be okay with calling this heaven too, but
It's also called mini mart.
mini mart.
No. Yeah.
It could
Back
no, I
alley.
mean is it?
I think that's heaven.
It says back alley.
It says back
but what's
alley.
alley? But
That's
let's
not
call
an
it
alley,
I think
dude.
everyone calls it heaven.
I think it's
calls
heaven.
it heaven, but there's also a mini mart right there.
But I don't know what this is called, like the other part, like outside.
Big here?
They
There.
call it,
Yeah.
they call it the garages.
just the
There's a
whole
bunch of
part.
garage. No, there's
It's
garages.
just trash
everywhere.
cans.
Dumpster.
I call them trash cans, dumpsters.
Just call it
Or just
dumpster.
one dumpster.
Under the dumpster.
Dumpster.
Like I'll say that.
That actually
I'll-
works.
I do say dumpster. I do call it dumpster or trash. I just call
And then maybe this I would not know what to call either of these two right here.
it home kitchen. Central Plaza is what it's called.
No, like
Uh,
this area and this area because they play a lot of people play on these two sections here.
Mhm.
You could call it the box in mid. Like there's only one box. That box right there, right? Your
Boxes
box.
and
The wooden box or the steel box. I also just call it. Well, no, that's just me being dumb. I just call it left B, right B.
I mean, boxes.
You could also call this. Okay, I want to call this tent, but it's not a tent.
call it mafia because of this fucking bunny, dude. Like
I feel like
Mafia.
good callouts are based off of like the shape of the thing, because it's a lot easier to tell.
yeah, but there's a graffiti
call
here, so you
them-
can call it mafia or gang or something like that. Mafia will probably sound a lot more distinct.
Or it could be stairs.
Stairs is good too. Yeah, no, stairs is fine.
Stairs is fine.
This is literally the only place with stairs. Well, except for here, but oh, that's a ramp
That's
though.
a
Ramp.
ramp.
Wait,
Yeah,
that
it's
works.
ramp. Yeah, ramp.
Ramp is ramp. On the
Okay.
ramp. Or back of C.
I think ramp is fine. Yeah, ramp is fine.
I don't have the brain for ramp, but okay, ramp it is.
You can probably call this electric because there's
Let's
or
see,
server.
3. Server then. We'll call it server. What is it called in C? On the map. Does it have a name?
Doesn't have a
It's
name at
called
all.
Signal Station.
No, that's just the
Signals.
site.
The
No,
entire
this
site is called
yeah, this would be signal station, but it's actually
Really?
just C.
Site?
This would
Okay,
be server.
site.
server room. Alright, server room. Or just call it room.
Server. Server is fine. I mean, you don't want to mix it with this room either, but
But that's
What's
nest.
this room called again?
Nest.
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 Yeah.
If we're just gonna call this nest, we could call it nest. Or we could call it
I really do
think
like
it's
calling this
alley.
alley though. Wait, what?
Call outs. We're working on call outs first. Alright, the three of us will establish call outs. But okay. You do know there's still 7 maps.
I know. We'll get to them when we get to them.
Do we want to just stick on practicing on these 2 maps then?
For now, yeah.
base 4/4 and Couchy, and then the third will be probably windy or
I wonder what.
area.
I guess
AD.
this would be like small, and then this one would be big, and then
I sometimes call it heaven and hell again. Under again.
no
Top window, bottom window. B.
top and bottom. Yeah, top and bottom's fine. yeah.
Top and bottom.
Yeah.
Top window, bottom. I mean, I don't think we necessarily, unless someone ends up being there, because they'll just fully push onto the site.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think we have to worry about that unless we're attacking necessarily.
Right.
Could always be wrong.
I don't know where to find anyone that plays Audrey. Like, I want to watch like VODs of people playing Audrey to know
There
where
is
to
an
post.
Audrey main. You could ask New Jersey.
New Jersey, what?
New Jersey. Oh wait, that's I think that's Hibiki. Wait, I think so. Or is that New York? I don't know.
Alright, do we get... what do we call the gigantic disco ball in the middle?
Just top of site.
Top of the site.
Yeah, top of B, on top, like upper B, or something like that. I don't know.
Upper B, top B, normal. Normal.
Or you can call
Because-
it golf ball or soccer or ball.
Ball.
I don't fucking know.
Alright.
Golf.
Calling it ball. Just call it ball. Around the ball.
Yeah.
Ball. Alright, stick to ball. What about that little alley there?
This is
'Cause
normal,
that does
so
have stairs. Normal.
call it normal. Yeah. It literally says it right here.
Norms. Alright, just call it norm.
Yeah.
Norm hall.
Okay, let's try to see what they're fucking doing here, because they go back on A again.
The battle is about
This-
to start.
It took too long. of a
5,
second.
4.
Oh, they split. They had to that way.
You're good. Yeah. Louis was on her own.
That's what she's smoking.
How did they smoke that?
Louis always smokes that.
She just walked.
No, she smokes close instead.
She did that at first, and then I think she switched it to smoking heaven.
See?
I think that's worse though. I think smoking heaven is worse. If I'm good here, I can just shoot. with
Yeah,
it.
but then these people push up into dumpster, so
The wall already. Because they already
Yeah.
have a 3 wall. And then poke you.
Also, this is the shit that I was talking about from earlier with the Rachel wall.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Honestly, I feel like they should just remove Richie Avery.
They'll never do that, dude. If they're not removing, like, if they're not gonna nerf Mara, they're not gonna do this shit either.
I feel like once a good Richie gets A3, it's like a huge advantage for attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we do get stomped by Reichi comps. Do we want to start working on a Reichi then?
I think that would be important because definitely on a good majority of maps, he's really fucking good. Especially Cosmite too. Cosmite's good for Reichi. The Celestia's doing bumfuck nothing in in heaven.
Do we want to put both Reichi and Meredith then, or you swap off of Meredith?
I
and we
could.
start playing?
The thing is, I can swap off of Meredith and play someone else. I'm okay with that. I just liked playing Meredith in general, but I just can't play Reichi because I fucking hate snipers. Yeah, Maddie would be really good here, right here.
Maddie defense, you mean? There
Yeah.
we go. Let's start rating up skin.
I also think Fuchsia on attack is kind of bad.
On attack?
I think
Here's
on
the
defense he's
thing,
really good for scan, but on attack,
Yeah.
it's
No,
kind of
you're
just
you're
a
not
go with.
you're not wrong. Because I think Ming would play so much better. Well, Fuxia Ming in a pocket would do really well, in my opinion. Because any kills that Ming gets, and as long as you get damage on someone, gives you the heal on attack, regardless. And having two powerhouses in one fucking spot is really fucking good. But obviously it's not always necessary. Because we don't want to have like 3 DPSs on attack. Unless we are really confident with it, then yeah, maybe. Because
Either you're lagging or I'm lagging.
am I lagging?
Am I lagging?
I don't know.
I think
I
it
think I'm
might be
lagging.
negative
Wait, no,
because
no,
the
I'm
quality dropped on the, or I'm just delusional.
I mean, I'm streaming on, I'm live streaming
fine for
and
me,
streaming
yeah.
here, so it might have been a hiccup. Anyway, it would not be a good idea to have 3 DPS, obviously, unless we're like really confident with it. But it's really up to all of us and whether or not we're like actually okay with.
I never play a DPS role. I just fill for DPS if for some reason we don't have a DPS. So
No, I'm not.
In our case, never.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it's okay to have a support role in here or a controller role. Like, it's okay to have anybody that isn't DPS, basically, because this is just as important, in my opinion. But then, like, scan without a controller is kind of weird, because you don't have anything to block them off from. You don't have anything to block sight with that, so.
That's why you have smokes.
Yeah.
Bring the smokes. You bring the smokes. Here, hold on.
But that's also like using up a grenade slot, and we could have had
smokes are very good because they last so long. 8 seconds.
True.
7 seconds. They're probably the last. Oh no, interceptor lasts for what, 10?
Don't know
What they said?
don't know.
Interceptor does last a while, but if you just wait it out, then you can use the stuff. But reflexively. So for Couchy Street defense, we do want a Madalena?
Yes. I would prefer Maddie on this map. I think it's it really does shut them down from at least it shuts them down from like one area that we don't have to worry about when they're pushing, because if you notice they go from they go into heaven and they also go into dumpster, right? Usually I have a Raichi here. They would have maybe an Aika or Ming. No, Aika would be over here, and then Ming and Luween would pocket with each other to go into heaven. So then they would be able to pinch in. But if you shut down one of those locations, like for example, if you cut down on heaven, actually no, cutting down on heaven would probably not be a good idea. But getting here, especially this spot and this spot, that would be fine. And it would just take him a longer time to get over there, get over to dumpster.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is this spot, like painting this whole entire section here, is fine. And they can't really push in other than just going to heaven, right?
Right. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I get. No, that's understandable. It's just that I haven't played Maddie in a while on this map since I've been going on Michelle, and if no one else picks Maddie, and see, so then you could go on Michelle.
I could be fine with. I mean, if Zero has better chance of playing Michelle, she can play Michelle. I'll play like someone else.
Galatea or Flavia.
I mean, I'm okay with doing Celestia. Like I've played her before. I know how she. I know how she plays. It's fine. Actually, well, now thinking about it, this is the only section that they can go up to. when they're
once you paint it off. But that's if I'm playing on A site. Would you rather I play A site or C nest? Or if you bet C.
I
Do
would
we want to
say
bet?
I'd say just
Let me ask
default A, and then if we're seeing more presence around C, then you can start playing on C after that. I mean, like when if you think about it, like they have, I feel like there's more utilization for Maddie when you're playing on A than C, because this whole section is so fucking dangerous for people who push like that. But for C, they
C is more open.
C is more open, right? And we really just have to worry about them going in here, but if we're confident enough, we can try to see if we could push in through from ramp into site. But just be mindful of people in server room and like anybody in front of here, because that Raichu wall extends all the way here, and that also does not give them sight.
C seems so hard to hold.
It is.
I think
Personally,
in the case with the Raichu wall, when it's like that, we give up nest and fully push through ramp into server room.
Yeah.
To clear it out.
Yeah. That or we have a couple people going up into boxes over here. Or catwalk.
It depends because of the Raichu wall. Raichu wall. Remember how the Raichu wall goes through the sewers.
Right. But there's also a gap. There's also a gap here too. So like, if we have any nades to use or any abilities that we could use, we could probably try to get some info on people who are going up to nest, because there's probably
intel on nest, but
yeah. Because they could easily, if they see us going through ramp, they could easily plant this side too. But otherwise, like this whole section here is way too open. But it's kind of a double-edged sword for both teams when they push like that.
That's why clear the server room. Raichu wall is still up, and at least you take some space. Well, not necessarily, because then they'll know you're stuck in server.
Mm-hmm.
But at least we'd have cleared out whoever was in server, if there was someone in server, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you could try to fully push through onto the 2 stairs, or just the stair in general. Like just push through server all the way to C long. I don't know.
Right.
Just to still clear out whoever's there. And then after we finish clear, we split on the 2s back in as if we're attacking again.
But just
on the 2.
Just
hypothetical.
Yeah. But just keep in mind that if we all push into server room, that's really dangerous, because they could easily toss nades in there or any abilities. That's pretty much just a death trap, because there's only 2 ways to get through, and if you try to go through here, they have sight of you from cat, and if you try to go through here, you can at least get 2 people in there through that window, and there's definitely a guarantee that someone's gonna get stuck in that window, no matter
2-1-2. It's always
2-1-2.
2-1-2. Have 2 teams of 2s, and then one person just slightly be able to flex between the 2 teams, kind of thing.
Yeah, but that's a good. Yeah, but that's only when we have a good scenario, right? Like that's a good. Right. That's like a best case scenario, that we all have people going down into ramp. But
or
obviously,
we
if
just
they
all stick in nest and wait until the Raichu wall drops, and then we just.
Because also keep in mind, when we give them space like this, they're gonna have nest, and they're gonna have room to counter, like intercept us from going into ramp, and then they're gonna get info that they're all going down to ramp. So let's all watch site, because this spot here is an advantage, because they have height advantage. And I remember Ox was like mentioning how like when people have height advantage, especially on a third-person shooter game, we are not going to see them as easily as they do.
Right. Or like I said, 2-1-2 again. 2 people in nest, 1 person slightly in between ramp, and then the 2 people push the ramp again. But that's I feel like it's just like pushed together a little bit better. We didn't. I don't think we pushed as well as we usually did.
No, we were really split up. We didn't really have anything to follow through with.
Was it a me issue again?
No.
Or they split us too well.
We were all too split up. Is what I'm saying. It's not anyone's fault, really. It's just we needed to be more organized with it, rather than just, oh shit, someone is dying, we should probably help them, you know? Because I tend to do that too sometimes. Like I see someone taking a fight, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna help him out, but it ends up being too late. So then I get killed, and it's like a whole like complete
effect. It's also
domino
just
effect,
like
exactly.
me trying to retake, but then I should have called for like Messi, watch my back on heaven kind of thing. Or like when I was pushing it, Messi get off the turret and push with me.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Hypotheticals. But what do we want for this for Kauchi? Maddie, Michelle, do we want a Flavia as DPS or do you want Fuchsia? Let me ask you that. I prefer Flavia, but that's just me.
Flavia would be good. But the issue with that is she doesn't deal enough damage against the Ming. And also like Celestia Ming is also really bad too, because Flavia is obviously an SMG character. I can't melt her down as fast as Ming does.
You think a Fuchsia would do better against the Celestia Ming?
Fuchsia might, but that's also why I play Galatea, because she can also deal as much damage as well. But Fuchsia would have been so much better in that aspect. Then again, we didn't have a support in that. In this
right.
Yeah. So either way, like without anybody to get to regain health or armor or anything like that, that was just kind of doomed from the start.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's my bad for that.
No, it's okay. It's fine. But it's just like, yeah, I knew that it was going to be really, really difficult to deal with those people. Oh, deal with that comp in particular. So, but this is also what I was talking. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to continue off, but okay.
I know. I was just saying Celestia Kokona always. We gotta decide on that.
Yeah, because if we don't have a Kokona, which I feel like Kokona is super useful sometimes, especially with that like the res. The res is so fucking good. Otherwise, Celestia is our only other pick, unless STRINOVA releases a new heal support character that happens to be Urbino, then maybe, but I don't know. So this is what I was talking about, like with Kokona playing super far up, and I'm pretty sure you guys already understand that.
Yeah, that's what I do on Kokona as well.
Yeah.
I always just push up there.
Like,
except sometimes I die.
Because could be, yeah. Because there were a couple times when I played Galatea on this spot as well, but I would have a backup clone like right here maybe, or I would just send one over there just to get like info and be like, okay, that, because if I send a clone there, I immediately see them and I'm like, okay, I'm backing the fuck off, because they have like 4 fucking people over there, right? Instead of just waiting for them to show up on my camera.
Clone tells you already exactly.
If you have 2 people on C and 1 watching their right,
Mm-hmm.
if you only have Kokona pushing up here, then they can show here and then just immediately leave.
Yeah, because she's already
Kokona's there. then they can, if they push up, but you have to instantly leave as soon as you see them. If no one's spotting right side, so they push
Yeah.
up right side, then by the time they're up, you're kind of in danger.
Did I
Because
not use? What did I scan in this case?
because
Holy shit!
we'll check it out later. Because literally the moment that she saw any of us, she was already at heaven by the time we got there.
Yeah. I honestly think that's a misplay.
No, because I think if I was, no, I shouldn't have scanned that. I should have scanned.
Actually, no, since she sees us pushing up, I guess.
Yeah.
See, instead,
yeah.
I should have scanned the other
should have
side
saved
because
it.
we already knew. Instead of scanning that, I should have just scanned for the left side, and then we would have known that Yugiri was still there on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Because
she would have fell back.
yeah,
Or
because
somebody could have saw that orb. Oh, but I don't think anyone saw this. The Yugiri.
because the
Honestly,
thing is
when
we
we
were
We could have insta-rotated.
yeah, that's what I
We
was
did.
saying. Like yeah, no, we didn't do
Oh
it
well, we
instantly.
didn't. We pushed and then
Yeah.
you guys.
Because Ayn
Yeah, we
was
just
still
drove
back
for 1
there, and I
second.
was like wondering what was happening, and then Yugiri took that chance to take me down because we didn't know. I don't know what Ayn
I think it was
was.
Ein because he didn't fall back with us.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, no, you were right that if we had a scan here, it would have been fine, because that would give us info. I don't know if you hit it here, because if you hit it here, it would give you
More range. And
more range.
if I
Yeah.
could jump in, throw it in. I don't know if the range would hit the Yugiri still, but
That's what I'm worried
I could
about,
still
yeah.
throw it in the window, and she would still have to like destroy it. If
Mhm.
so, I could have just thrown it and hit the first wall.
Mhm.
Wait, how does she like kill someone here though?
She was just waiting here, and then there's a
He
threat
was waiting
of
for all of us to fall back, but because because Negev and Ayan were the last two to rotate / didn't stick with the group.
No, is that how does she peek that? Like, what does she do?
She just
They
peeks
just,
and she could just count how many people had already left.
No, I just mean like physically. Like, what did she do to peek it? Because I always
Like that.
quibble with her.
See, she
just
sees
jumped
3
there,
of
or
us.
no?
Because you basically have
like,
this
I wanna
entire
know
room
where
when
she
you're in
peeked it.
defense. This is the exact same thing I do. Like if I were to play this room.
Yeah, I know how
Or,
to
like,
spot
lower.
there. I just don't know how to kill someone.
You just
You wait.
go up.
Like literally all you do is just wait.
You don't want to you have to wait for all of them to leave. See, 3 of us had already left,
But where
and
did
then Negev was on his own.
Okay, so she was just from there. I see.
Mhm.
And
And they didn't know that Ayn was there. They just assumed that everybody was already left by now. But yeah, the reason why I didn't want to check in here was because of the threat of that that bubble. And obviously because of the first round you don't regen your armor that easily, especially when it takes a long fucking time for it to get back after like entering the bubble.
And then grenade down.
I do want to see if that reaches that spot though. Like, I'm gonna have to double check that. And then the rest of the team just follows up with that because they know that we're low on numbers and shit.
No, I don't know if I said it, but when I was thinking at first when Kokona left that we can just insta rotate.
Mm-hmm. I think we definitely should have insta rotated. I just was kind of worried about Ayn. And I was only seeing Ayn. Yeah. I was only seeing Ayn over here. Let me see what's happening here. So, let me see.
I mean, we did call for the rotate. Either
Yeah.
we weren't quick enough, or
We
it
weren't
was
quick.
because you and Ein delayed and slowed there.
It definitely, yeah. No, I could take fault in there. Yeah. But yeah, as soon as
Maybe
Kokona called it, everybody started rotating.
We should have split.
And then Yugiri probably called in, okay, 3 people going into mid. So then they would have, because Flavia earlier was pushing from from C. Then the call for us to rotate back. Yuguri spots us. Flavia just fucking bails after realizing this.
Yep.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
And then we also have a Leona just like sitting here because she also saw it, and then she was like, okay, yeah, there's probably gonna be some people showing up
me
in
being
B.
down mid kind of just means I'm dead.
Yeah. And then they just like
She's
left.
not really winning that way.
And then they just like left 2 people over here on site. Had we known that they would do this shit, we could have easily pushed into C. Like, I mean, we did get the plant though, so. But
We did, and we did take the A. Someone did say, I think Messi did say that there's
Yeah.
3C, and so we fully pushed the A.
For sure.
mhm. Then the rest of them flanked
there's-
over there.
A bunch of
then
people
this-
flanking. It's good to just push.
No, it's because we were covering too much ground like that. We had to stick together, and
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had no one supporting each other throughout that whole scenario, but also, there was not enough time because if Zero was planning here, they would not have been able to get up to Dumpster or Heaven in time for them to. I mean, unless they're fucking bad shots, of course they aren't, but you know.
Yeah. I think it's also important how the Flavia flanked there. It's like she didn't try and kill anyone. She just
oh no, she got me.
applied pressure. Did she? When she
I was
flanked?
there. I was covering there.
No, I mean
Yeah,
like
see-
at the start of the round.
You see what I
When she
mean by
flanked
this?
the start.
You see what I mean by this? When they fucking cover off that spot, your only other option was to go here or here. And
yeah, but I
the
should have just stayed up and then covered from height if I dropped down to try to fight that.
and then Ein saw the Yuguri and was like, okay, I should probably go fight the should go fight the Yuguri over there.
No.
And was not paying attention to Lewin.
But at the start of the round, like when the Flavia flanked, like she just made sounds mid and then just immediately left.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no.
she wasn't trying to kill anyone. She's just applying pressure, so they were distracted. And then the what's it called?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? Like the blue girl can get a pick.
Yuguri?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that Yuguri was just pretty much baiting Ein to someone to go in there, and then now they all like gathered up in here because the Yuguri had so much time to group up with the rest of the team.
Who it came in through normal from Terra side.
Final round.
I should have just stayed with who was it ever was planting the bomb.
I mean, even so, you probably would have a hard time trying to go up against 3 people. Who was on that side?
Ain was against 3 people, but if it was me and whoever was planting the bomb, we could have maybe 2v1 the Flavia hid onto Heaven. Kind of
If Ein-
with an idea.
Yeah, if Ein was paying attention to you. But then they're already all on site because they have a Yuguri, Coconut, and Leona there. I mean, Leona's such a troll pick, but like
Leona's not that troll, I think.
I mean,
but
Leona didn't really do anything.
she's pretty troll.
She didn't. Her being Leona didn't do anything.
Yeah. Like she didn't even, I don't think she placed anything at all. me
she put the 1 block on B mid.
She has
when
2.
Messy.
Where was it? She blocked that off. Don't know where the other ones are. On
right
C.
there. That it was just a B one, and then 1 on C.
Where is this one?
Because she started at C. You gotta remember.
Oh,
that.
she's trying
She
to get
started
a
at
good angle.
C,
Yeah.
Then she helped the Flavia against Messi and from picking B cover.
Mhm.
And then but
'Cause-
okay.
Yeah, because I now knows. Like, I couldn't even push into there, so that just gave everybody a 1v1. or like 1v3 or 4 or whatever the fuck.
3v1 4.
It was 4v1s for all of us.
Final
Just
round.
sticking together / trying to cover better, but we gotta remember it's Ein. We don't really play with him normally, and
Yeah.
nor do we play with K normally. But
4,
But it's a really good info on what to do, because if there's any cases like these, we should have just said, hey, can you help me out? Like I need help trying to fight the Flavia, instead of trying to chase down the Yuguri, right? Because I don't think I heard anything about
I
that.
did say there's one flank,
Yeah.
and then to chase it.
And then it turns out there's like 2 of them.
To chase it, like
Mhm.
in
it
hindsight.
was
Because it would have been
bad
better to
call, 'cause
focus
they
on
already had
site
3 hits.
instead. Yeah. It would have been better to focus on site. And fuck this fucking spot, dude. Like, what the Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Well, Leon is in a nutshell.
yeah. Excuse me.
So here,
It's insane that Celestia and
there
Coconut
was
played here though.
3C.
That's like so
Final
weird.
round.
It was actually 2C.
Was
Three.
This is how they
three.
set it up.
They had
Nest
3 the whole
Flavia.
time. Yeah. They had 3
If
the
you
whole
count
fucking
Nest.
time.
So this is how they positioned themselves. Look, they didn't even have anyone up close on A.
And
Which is
that's
interesting.
because that's what I'm saying. They read us going into C, because B would have been a really bad option.
And
because
just so
they-
they didn't have to take as long of a rotate by
Yeah.
covering B side heavier.
And they know for I didn't know what. Why is that here?
Wait, what is that? Can you
I've
see
never
that?
seen-
You mean the Konami?
No, you
The
can't
Konami
even.
banner.
Dude, the
Wait, maybe we
banners
should
is in
go
here for no
there.
reason. The fuck. Anyway,
It's supposed to be like a billboard.
maybe it changes somewhere. I can't even find another billboard here, but anyway, because now they
Or
know
banner B.
because they know that we're gonna be afraid to go to A now, right? So that was just a read on their part.
It was just a guess read on their part.
4,
Exactly. We should have just
3,
stayed with A.
2, 1.
It's okay. And then we saw the Kakona already there.
I don't
and
even
we're
think
like,
this is good for them though. Like, I feel like we should just be able to kill Kakuna here.
no, because
No,
the
it's-
Flavia.
Look
at-
That's
look-
slow nade there. That's slow nade.
5, 4, 3.
Alright, well, that's much from their viewpoint then.
Look at how much time the Kokona has to escape. Like as soon as she sees us, it's like, okay, yeah, fuck it.
She's Minkyu.
True.
She jumped over the Minkyu.
She could have like gotten out of there too. Like if she didn't
She had
go for
plenty
it.
of time to get out, but someone wasn't with Ain on that angle. What happened this? And then freak Konaras!
Oh god. I don't get why I never do that when I'm Kakuna.
And then like here we just get stuck here, and then that was like pretty much over, because getting stuck here is just the end of it, especially when the entire team is looking that way too. So yeah.
At that point, if you want to drag out the game, fully run and ditch everyone and take the 3 people. How many
Honestly,
people do we have?
I feel like if Minkyu hits the Kakuna there, we probably win that round. Like on our own, I think we can catch her if it hits.
We could have, yeah, but we
I
didn't.
think she still did kind of get hit by it, though.
I don't know.
Because I don't.
Minkyu slows a lot.
Yeah. Because it has a slow. You have a slowdown if you hit it, even without an awakening, right? 'Cause I don't remember.
Yeah, it just slows
Yes,
normally.
it's in default slow. Exactly.
Okay. All right, let me see something here. You guys are in here, so I'll just.
defense, couchy. I'm fine. Oh,
Because I don't see Messi in here, so online.
that's fine. Okay. What do you want me to play as?
Select your
You can just do Luine. I'll just simulate what the fuck happened earlier. Because I wanna see if you A. Because I want to see if you can actually scan from there. Because if you can, that gives us something to get info from.
私も飛べる
Yeah, basically I wasted the knife there.
Because we already know that the cocoon is there. It's just I don't think anybody else would be. I mean, there is a possibility. Well,
Of another
I get
person being on that
right.
side, like a Michelle right behind the box or something like that. But usually no, because
Yeah.
if Kakona already covered that angle, then we wouldn't need to
The
watch another.
battle is about to
Because there could have been a lot of other locations that you could be
Four,
scanning. So
two,
Tell me if you're on the wall yet.
yeah, I'm already on the wall. Yeah. So if you were to hit the tunnel
I mean,
here,
there's
then
this
maybe.
one. No.
You absolutely would have gotten it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you could still shoot it, but it's still fine.
No, you. The thing is, if you shoot it, if I shot it right, I wouldn't. Normally, no one would have enough time to shoot it on before it scans because it's instant, like near instant, unless you know where it's going.
Does this one still reach you?
No, it doesn't.
I think the only problem is that like, even if you scan them, that they can just leave. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still good intel.
It's-
and
yeah.
and
thought
you
they
already
wanted
told
you
us there was
to-
3 people and that they didn't fully rotate yet. It would still take them some time, so we could like nade here, and then you wouldn't have been able to escape because you would have taken free nade damage.
Because if you
after I
remember,
stand here.
Coconut was up here, right? Coconut was up here. She wouldn't have been able to help out in under. 2 or 3 of these people. Flavia was just trying to do a flank. 2 of these people were going through CT to rotate. But they're taking a long rotate, so it would have been. So if had we known that Yuguri was on her own here, we could have actually tried to fight her. But we don't have to push through under, because if we push through under, that gives Coconut some that gives her support with Coconut, right? So
Exactly.
the best option here is if we scanned. If you scanned in under, if you scanned it under, that gives her a threat of, okay, yeah, they know where I am now, and if there's a potential of like getting called out, so I'm gonna fucking run, right? But also running can be a really bad option too, because if you run in under, you're going to have people shooting at you through the window, because this spot is such a terrible spot to defend from, right? So if you had a scan over here, I'm kind of wondering if it hits anybody like in the dumpster area, because I don't think so. Yeah. No.
Maybe if it was this one, it would hit dumpster. Part of dumpster, not fully dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't been practicing knife on this map, so that's a me issue. I was
'Cause-
doing too much Port Euler knifing.
Yeah. Because the other thing is that there's another thing where we don't really require a scan in under either, because you can just
Yeah, I feel like you just wouldn't scan there. You just push it.
because you can
If
see.
you're pushing it, she has to run as well.
Yeah, you can-
Two- It will.
you-
2 people push through, and then
I don't think
3.
And Louine could also just push right side and scan heaven.
Yeah, scanning
You
heaven's
already end up
probably the more important thing
over.
here.
Yeah,
Which is
because you
good.
want to take heaven. If you like think of it this way, no one's holding like whatever it's called under, the left side where you push. No one's holding there, but people will hold heaven.
Then we should have just pushed the Kokona
Yeah, we should have pushed
I think
Kokona.
that's the-
Yeah,
because
and-
Nine was.
We probably want to smoke it off as well.
yeah, but we
like,
didn't have
that
any
scan
smokes.
can
But
push Kokona out of heaven, which puts her in a bad spot. Whereas like the scan here would push her where she would go anyways.
and
Anyways,
also,
I should've-
go ahead. And also,
Yeah,
I realized that you don't even need to scan for under. You could just like actually just stringify, and then you could
Yeah.
literally just see them. There's also the potential of them like popping out and trying to shoot at you, but do you want to have the threat of like a bunch of people in this room to shoot at you? No, you don't. You could potentially down someone, but that just reses that just gives you them room to res, and then they can also like we could immediately just trash them in that room, and then we just get a pick from it, and then we can kind of regroup and go somewhere else. Because now everybody's going this way, and they don't have info of us of our whereabouts now. And that just ends up with having the Flavia, and now the Flavia is going to be in trouble because if she fully pushes in, like I said, she's going to be dealing with a bunch of fucking people in that room, unless she's like a god and she somehow kills everybody. But you know.
All right, so Maddie, Michelle, Celestia / Kakona, or do we want 2 supports? Because they do run 2 supports.
I think they have one person that's perma running Celestia. I don't think 2 supports is good on defense.
Oh yeah, no, not on defense though. Unless you
Maybe on offense, but...
Because they ran 2 supports on both defense comps. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I think it's just because their Celestia player just only plays Celestia or something.
Because I can kind of see the. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying like their Celestia was Celestia on both sides, both games.
Yeah, because I can really see the potential of having 2 scans, or not 2 scans, 2 supports for a comp. Because if you have someone diving, you could just you could focus heal on one person, and they could be like the powerhouse tank, DPS, whatever the fuck, you know. Because Ming is.
On defense, though.
Ming.
Like, on offense, it works.
Oh no, not Ming. Sorry.
You can play 2 support on attack and 2 support on defense. You have Fragrance and Celestia.
Like,
but no one
on
really
attack,
plays Fragrance though.
Celestia buffs the Ming, but on defense, like you can only really buff like Flavia or something.
Flavia or Fuchsia.
Someone tanky. And even then, Flavia doesn't really.
You can do Michelle if I run A2 Michelle instead of A3 Michelle.
Yeah.
Destroy my drone. I get more armor. Well, is it temp armor? I forget. Yeah.
45. You get 45.
Really push on defense.
But also you get if you play A3, you also get a DPS buff with that. So as a Michelle.
It's not actually a DPS buff. It's just an attack speed buff.
That's DPS.
Oh yeah, damage percentage.
Yeah. I'm not talking about damage. I'm talking about like overall damage and not like the stat. You know.
Gotcha. Well, that's if I land my shots.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want me to play Michelle, I'll try to learn, but I'm not good at her.
You think I'm
I feel like she
her?
probably a lot better in your hands than mine, because I'd rather play someone else.
Oh yeah. No, then that's or 0.
Because I'd be okay with playing Yuguri as well. Like I just need to play her a lot more. Because I really like the idea of having smokes on defense. Even though it takes a while for me to get it, because I think I can only do it. Because Yuguri is essentially Meredith without float, if you think about it.
But on defense.
But on defense, right? In armor.
Defense,
Yeah, because it's armor corrosion instead of health corrosion. It's health withering. I could see that if you.
Because Meredith does have her uses, and I think withering is really fucking good, especially with like reducing weapon usability and reload. Because
slows people too.
Yeah.
It does. It's like it's a every debuff. The thing is, it's.
Because that's really the only way we have a character that has like a weakness type of debuff, you know. Otherwise,
Yugiri. Well, no. We have slowing slow, or attacker side or defense side. If we're talking about defense side, we just have paint slowed, stringify, and then Michelle slow.
Because I'm also kind of thinking about this now. Like, if we have if we have 2 controllers on attack, right? So Reichi and Meredith.
Okay.
I can run her. For Meredith, I can run the bounce one instead, because we already have something that takes off that has a wall, right? Yeah. So then we would have. Then I would be able to give myself the ability to do weakness stuff to make it harder for them to deal damage at us.
Okay, do we want a Konami or a Halloween then?
Lewin, probably.
I mean, if no one snipes, then we might as well just stick with Lewin.
Yo, I think Lewin is like necessary.
Yeah, especially on this map too, because this map, if you have slow with the knife, that really devastates their rotate.
Hold on.
Just
If
Lewin
you
knife
have a
is
good knife,
really good.
Again, anyway, it was bad knife there. Maddie, Michelle.
I don't think 2 controllers is that much of a play though. I mean, I don't think it's much worse, but I think 2 scans is probably better than 2 controllers, or like another duelist plus 1 controller might be better.
I don't know about 2 scans though, because if we already have someone who has a really good scan, we don't need another person who has a good scan, because that just sacrifices DPS.
But if they break 1 scan, you know,
Yeah.
True, but like I said, a good scan would normally have good knives or spots where it does become hard for them to figure out where the scan's coming from, right? Because a good, and I'm not saying, I'm not pointing fingers here, so don't worry about it, Ria. I'm just saying
I did no practice at all for Kouchi knifing in hindsight.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, a really good Lewin would normally put a knife behind something where I'm pretty sure you guys know this. So, like, they would put something behind something where it's hard for them to shoot at and becomes a threat. Because if they even try to attempt that to destroy the knife, and as long as someone's looking at that knife, right? As long as someone's looking at that knife, they can get shot at. But we normally don't have anybody looking at it. We just throw the knife and be like, okay, that's info, right? instead of like protecting the knife from getting shot, because we want them to feel threatened that, like, oh shit, like if we're gonna try to shoot the knife, we're gonna get punished for it, right?
And also, just being scanned makes it a lot easier to push someone. So like, if you're scanning someone behind a wall, it kind of makes them go away.
Just goes back to the we should have just pushed A originally, and I just play like their Lewin, and then we just push heaven on the Dakota.
Because that would be the case, but also, like, another case is when they have the entire team get scanned, right? And they're all in, like, for example, they're in C alley or something, right? Or C main. What do we call this fucking place again?
Which place? I can't
Here?
see your ping because you're on the other side.
The one with the soda machine, or not soda machine, but the one that's not sewer. Yeah, I'm on C. The one that's not sewer.
Which part?
The one, the other way, the other entrance that's not sewer.
We didn't establish.
Like
We just called it C long.
Long?
But you
Yeah,
could
C
call
long.
it
Right.
You could call. Are you talking about the shorter stair?
C long. C long.
C long is for all of it, but we should call this little stretch here C middle.
C middle.
C mid.
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm not talking about ramp. I'm talking about.
This is also called normal. Which soda were you talking about?
No, I thought that was no. I'm saying I thought that was a soda machine, but it isn't. I'm talking about C long.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, this is just C long. All of that part there to there is all long.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like.
Oh, it is a vending machine.
Yeah. What was I saying? Fuck.
I got to just check find the C log. Okay.
Fuck. I forgot what I was saying.
Something about. Okay, we were doing knives, and then got to this, and then you did it. What was it? Knifing related or Yvette related?
Kind of look back on my stream and just check on what I fucking said.
I don't. think you would even know what you
so
said because you were trying to figure out what to call this area.
That's not sewer.
Which-
Because that would be the case, but also like
Good Minkyu.
another case is when they have the entire team get scanned, right? And they're
Unless we
all in,
want to
like,
practice.
for example,
Kill
they're
me.
in
Well,
You could string a
check on what something behind me.
Because
So,
the Kokona stayed
'cause
pretty long
it
here.
could- and I'm not saying
One of us
I'm
could.
not pointing fingers here, so don't worry about it.
In hindsight.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like a really good Luwin would normally put a knife behind something where I'm pretty sure you guys know this. So, like they would put something behind something where it's hard for them to shoot at and becomes a threat. Because if they even try to attempt that to destroy the knife, and as long as someone's looking at that knife, right? As long as someone's looking at that knife, they can get shot at. But we normally don't have anybody looking at it. We just throw.
You
want
to be IGL then again? I asked Kay and he said he doesn't mind being IGL.
I mean, if he wants the IGL, he's more than willing to. I don't have the skill. I don't have like the communication skill to go like commit to a site. I just.
You think I have it either? I can only do defense comms, maybe. Barely.
Okay, you gotta see it from my perspective because I play some fighting games too, and I have to self-reflect for shit that I need to know that I'm doing wrong. But I'm not used to a team thing, dude. Whenever I'm playing Counter-Strike, literally the best thing I'm able to do is like, oh shit, I gotta do calls. I'm more of a support role because I know how to use like util and stuff. And this is not any different with STRINOVA. So.
You sure about that?
Yes,
I feel
I'm
like the
very sure.
abilities in STRINOVA, the strikifying, make it a lot more compared to Counter-Strike. I don't know.
I mean,
there's more things to worry about with the abilities and utils.
Yeah, of course. But also Counter-Strike, as of right now, they essentially just open up more possibilities of like new stuff that you could do with like just the nades that you're given with. Because you'll always find something really creative, like a smoke somehow. I love using one-way smokes sometimes. But
There are some one-way smokes in this game.
one-way smokes are really easy in this game because they have a way to they don't work the way that Counter-Strike does it, because for Counter-Strike there's like actual physics involved with the smokes. But besides that, I think I remember talking about like the Luwin knives. Like if you set up a scan around here in a good spot, they're just not gonna push. Oh no. Okay, I remember what I was saying. Okay, so for the example that I was trying to give was that usually a lot of people would kind of gather up in here, and there would be like 5, maybe 4 or 5 or 3 to 5 people around the spot. They're just gonna go past it, right? They're just gonna go past the scan. It doesn't really matter because info is info. Info doesn't do anything when they're pushing onto site, and they have so much space to work with. Because we're always like trying to fall back, and there's nothing wrong with falling back because we're trying to play safe too. Because playing safe is what keeps us alive. But space is also really important as well. So
Maybe
we're
if
like
it's a 5v3.
5v3. Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Like, but Flavia does take well, no, you take down a Flavia so she's stuck in butterfly form or something, or at least get the Kokona. But we let the Kokona escape and then.
What was our comp from last time? Like,
which comp from last time?
For defense, we had
For defense,
Michelle. Michelle, Galatea,
Audrey,
Audrey.
Kakona, and Yvette.
Yvette. Okay.
We had
So
Kakona.
we technically didn't really have anything to stop like delay them from getting onto site. Honestly,
Yvette.
Yvette. Yeah, but if you charge the bear,
Audrey,
maybe.
Pressure.
Because the Yuguri would have been okay, Maddie would have been fine as well. I know I keep saying Maddie would have been really good in this map, and I really do mean it.
Oh, no,
But
no.
when-
I am fine with that viewpoint. I did
Yeah.
play Maddie on Gouchy a lot.
But also Yuguri would have been okay too, because it gives them the threat of, okay, I don't want to lose my armor while I'm taking a duel. Rather than just like, well, if we just throw it here and then hope that they don't cross, you know. Which I should probably be going in with that mindset of, okay, if I'm going to be doing a fight, I might as well throw something over here, so that when we do fight, they're gonna have a hard time trying to fight us because armor is gonna be depleting while I'm in this bubble.
They're trying
and-
to push in or push against you or try to chase you, or
Yeah.
there's already us holding it together with you or something. Well, hypothetics.
Because even for me, I know for a fact that Galatea can only do so fucking much with her kit, and I think it would have been so much better if I actually played someone that had better utility with skills. And I think I should just try Yuguri more. But it's also the same issue with Michelle with like, oh, I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to place shit because if I play something and they just run past it, that's basically a waste of an ability that I could have used on something else.
That's literally what happened to me on. I mean, that's what most people do.
Mhm.
They just run through it, but you do want that initial scan. But it looks like I was placing my drone not well enough.
Did you have max +3 upgrade
I
or?
had max +3.
Hmm.
Yeah, do you?
You
want
probably
the
just didn't get
longer
it.
range?
No.
I
I'm just
did.
asking. I'm just asking because
got it.
+3 would have been +3 would have been fine. Honestly, I think +3 is a lot better in most cases. But otherwise, like, I don't know.
Like, it's
I've-
a default drone here, but maybe don't go with the default and place it up closer. But
I
only just
Yeah, I would just have to practice Yuguri more, especially on this map. Maybe she'd be a lot better here. I don't think I've ever seen anybody try Yuguri in our team comp,
vocalors.
Folklores, but he's on a
And
they're on a different team, so he kind of doesn't count.
yeah, Zero also plays Yugiri
True.
sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Depends.
But if they're gonna play Yvette, I'll take Yuguri instead.
So wait. So what's our defense count for Gouchy? Just so we stop.
Okay. Maddie important. Okay, the two people that are important in this map. Maddie, Michelle.
Okay.
I would love to have a DPS to entry in. So maybe a Fuchsia or Flavia.
I do like fuchsia scans for Reachy walls. I will not deny that.
But Fuchsia scan doesn't go too far though. It can only go so far.
It's still solid enough.
It's a little
Like, gives that freedom
Okay, yeah.
for fuchsia to like maybe push through the wall and get a pick. Maybe.
right.
I mean,
Because I can see Fuchsia going into heaven and sticking with someone in there. Because Messi's gonna play Audrey on this map, and I think he's pretty solid. If he really wants to do it, I just think that he's the only reason why we're not doing well. The only reason why he's not like get anything sufficient is because no one is really supporting him. Like there isn't a good character, or positioning was like really bad to support the Audrey.
No, if I had a brain, I would have win-nated that. If I had a brain, because I actually had a win-nate. I could have win-nated, and that would have helped Messi get a few picks, actually.
That's
oh my
fair.
god, I am so brain dead.
It's fine. If you know what to do for the next time, then yeah, like try to see if you could help him a lot more often, or like at least
Like
put a
I
turret.
did try. No, there was a turret, but they got out of the range of the turret quick enough.
No, I mean like if you want to save one, like if you want to save a turret, like if you think it's a better option to save a turret for heaven, I think you should try to see if you could do that so you can help.
Oh, right.
Because
No, that makes sense.
yeah, because an offensive turret helps them. Would really help Audrey, because it would take their aim away from Audrey, and they would have to be they would have to take like a good
Seconds.
3 seconds or 4 or more or less to deal with the turret.
It
But
depends
that's
on
only
if we are actually holding to take for like actually holding heaven, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we do give up and then play for retake. But I guess with Audrey, I should just stick with her then
Mm-hmm.
and just
But-
hold heaven. And then
but
you
also-
guys...
But you'd also have to
Or-
like make sure that they don't push in from dumpster too, because they tend to do that as well.
That's
So-
too much for me. Then I would have to drone here.
Exactly. S-
Like,
so
that's
what
not
I
happening.
so if I were playing mid, or whoever's playing mid, that would be a good opportunity for the mid player or whoever the rotates are to help out on dumpster, because when you and Messi are stuck in heaven to fight whoever's in there, whoever's in mid and whoever's on the rotate can distract them from going in. But obviously they have like an Ica and they would normally have like someone or two.
It's fine. I'll have a drone, and then somebody just like slowly like tries to like watch, and then if my drone gets the
Mhm.
get either a pick here or there when they try to take from the other side of heaven. But I don't think they'll play like that.
Yeah.
It might be
But they
'cause
that is their
usually-
default though, so just keep that in mind.
Right. They do. They put like an Aka here or something.
Mhm.
No, they'll see my drone there. No. That's why I put a drone here. Well, no, that's why if I'm a Michelle, I put a drone
If-
here. But
I
I'm
wonder
not
if
playing Michelle. I'm playing Maddie. I could just paint them off then.
if you're as a Michelle, right, you can probably put a turret on this box here, and that would just like kind of prevent them from trying to, like, this box, like right in front of this box. You could probably just like stop them from like trying to fight it, because it's a really hard position for them to shoot at. And if they cross any further to shoot here, you get sighted from the outside, and if they try to
Wait,
shoot
would you
from
put
here,
Yes, no, because as soon as they're here, they could just shoot it.
that's true.
They would
'Cause I'm
shoot
wondering-
it first thing.
Because I'm wondering what
So-
spot you could use to.
I would use here, or it would be either this corner of the box, or around here. That's
right.
The best I could do, or like here.
I think that's fine. But that's only. But you'd have to actually peek out and make sure that Messi's actually watching them, from not letting them like try to aim at you while you're doing it. Otherwise, if I was playing Yuguri, I would just like toss my shit in here and just like let it do its thing.
I mean,
Because we could just.
like I said, I just put it there. It's why you jump and throw a util, and that's
Yeah, of
why you
course.
jump and throw a util. Supposed to. No. Okay, so
I
we
guess
are
for the time-
doing-
I guess for the time being, I'll try to see how Yuguri plays on this map, and then I'll let you know what I if I'm comfortable with it, because I do really like playing Yugiri. I just can't find a use case for her yet, and because I've been practicing on every other character, but like I've been practicing a lot on Galatea, Meredith, and Fuxia Ming. But Yugiri should probably be another character I should be picking up on as well. Oh, Celestia
So
too,
it's
but
Michelle or Maddie with Audrey? Let me ask you this:
which character? Sorry,
Michelle or Maddie?
I think we should have both.
But then there's
personally,
Audrey. Yeah. You need to. You're playing as if we have
Hold
6
on.
people.
hold on. Okay, so Michelle's important. I also think that Maddie's also important, and then we have an Audrey.
So that means you're Flavia or Celestia, and then
Or if Kay wants to play Flavia, then he can do Flavia because I think he'd be fine with it. And then I can Yugiri, but we wouldn't have a support. So I'd have to. I probably would just have to do Celestia.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right.
But if we
If you go
are comfortable with
Flavia,
it,
then Kay could go Kakona. Let me just tell you that.
yeah, I'd be fine with that, unless unless Messi wants to do Coconut, but
If Messi goes Coconut, then
that would fix a lot.
you go Yugiri, and then Kay goes Flavia.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with okay, but that's fine. See, that's the problem. Oh my god.
I know.
And now you're saying you want Maddie on this map.
No, I do. No, I think Maddie would be fine on this map. I want to see how that works because I think that would be helpful on A and or C.
Like that's fine. It also depends on if we want a Flavia or a Fuchsia. There you go. That's the other. There you go. Okay, so we stick to Flavia Fuchsia. All right.
Flavia and Fuchsia. Okay.
Flavia Fuchsia, Celestia Kakona, and then Audrey / Yugiri. How's that?
Okay.
The Maddie and Michelle are number priorities.
Okay. And then for attack, if we probably need to have that Reichi. And then
Alright, time for me to work on Reichi instead. Or someone else. Because we need the Luine. Who wants to work on Luine or Konami. Let me just say we will never go 2-scan, or
no, I don't think 2-scan is worth it.
Because Kay did go Galatea attacked.
I've already given my argument that 2-scans is like not really good because if you're a good scan character, you wouldn't let them, you would make them waste time trying to find the scan or trying to shoot the scan.
Would you ever use a Galatea as a main scanner?
No. She's like, I'm gonna be real about this. Like, Galatea is a decent scan, but she shouldn't be the main scan here. In my opinion. I think we were better off having a DPS than having or an actual scan rather than Galatea on attack.
And your thoughts on a Konami versus a Luine, or
Konami,
those two is fine.
Konami between those two is fine. Like, Konami and Luine are map dependent and as far as I think.
See what he left to say. That's fine. All right, you and me, Stratton. That's fine. Yeah. I think we're the only ones who have like the
that's fine.
Anyway.
We'll just relay it to them. It's fine.
All right, Luine, Konami. So we
Luine
are
or
gonna have a
Konami.
Reichi.
Yeah.
Yes. And you do want a Reichi on Couchy, or?
I mean, we should try it, considering what the other team was doing. I don't know
I
if
don't
Meredith.
think anyone DMRs besides me, so. Or like I said, we can ask Kate to work on Reichi, or I work on Reichi, and Kay can go Luwine, because I feel like he's a solid DPS, and so he could just make a DPS out of Luwine.
Or he could
That's
just
what I
Ming, really. Yeah, or he
He
could just
could.
Ming. Because Ming is
Oh.
really fucking important, too.
Zero
Ming
gave
is-
up the Luwine life.
Did they?
Or so he said. Or so she said. Or so she said.
Because Ming is super important because of the armor regen, and especially against against
We're
ability,
taking Celestia, right?
damageable
We are
abilities.
never taking a fragrance.
No, hell no.
We are never taking a
Unless you're dive comping, maybe, but I don't think we're confident enough to dive. I personally don't like diving. But that could be subjective, honestly. So
subjective, map dependent.
yeah.
Like, I don't mind playing fragrance on tighter, smaller sites. So Gouchi's actually
True.
okay. Like base
True.
404. I would not play fragrance on area 88 though.
Would you rather fragrance than Celestia then?
Not necessarily. It depends.
Like on Couchy at least.
On Gouchi. A and B side, yes. Not C. It depends. Like I said. C is okay because she could just hide in server.
But also, like on A, you can have her pushing under, and that would, and everybody collapses on site. You still have, you still can
like
pretty much grab
map site
everybody. Yeah. B is also kind of important too, because there's literally only one way, like one possible way to go in there without flanking. You know. So having fragrance and pushing into B. And what they were doing earlier with the wall and the smokes, like it really does help.
Like the thing is, fragrance is. So let me see. A fragrance would be good against. Nope, no one in particular, because we lose armor too much.
Mm-hmm. But also,
that's why you take Celestia for the armor regen.
Because if you
get
place
the armor natural regen, and then you just heal up with fragrance Q.
Because if Celestia, if I were to play Celestia, I would try to armor our top fragger, especially if they're playing Ming, because extra armor added on top of Ming being able to regen her own armor is really, really strong.
Well, see, the bad thing is you don't, as a Celestia, you do not insta-Q.
True, but you do that. You would normally do that before she engages.
Engages a fire, right before she engages, because if you do it too early, that extra armor is just gonna decay away.
It is a timing thing, but yeah. But I think Celestia would still be good, regardless.
No, that's fine. Celestia is fine. I like fragrance because if you have many people taking fights and then you fall back and then let everyone regain armor, then you just fragrance Q. Everyone gets their HP back from if they did a longer engagement.
True. Versus
Celestia, who's just armor, and then Kokona does do.
Well, she's not attacked though.
No, I'm just saying from a defense standpoint on Kokona.
Right.
I need to die. I don't remember the character's ability. Or we leave the room. Leave the room. Or no.
Yeah, let's leave the room. I'm almost done with talking about this, but.
So we do want to Reichi.
Yeah.
Or are we still keeping you and Meredith?
Well, what do we have right now? We would have to have a Ming. We would have to have a Reichi or a Scant. So that's 3 slots already, and then the support. So that just leaves like one more,
Exactly.
which if I were to play,
We could do you and Celestia.
I would be fine with that, honestly.
And then Messi beaming. I go Reiji. And then Zero would go either Aka. Probably what would end up happening.
So another DPS. Okay.
It would be another DPS. Or it would be you, me, double controller.
Yeah, because what I'm saying earlier, like I think if we had more, if we had a way to do control, if we had a way to take away sight, or info, and a way to reduce or threaten them with threaten their DPS or damage, especially if I'm playing with bounce, with the bounce Meredith awakening or reflect deflect. I don't know what, I think it's A2, right?
A2 is the extra
It's
bouncing on the it's bounce. You could just say expand it out or double, triple.
I'd have to learn that a lot. I'd probably have to learn that, or learn some good lineups with it.
I mean, you could just stick to the smoking.
But the thing
That
is, we
way
already have a lot of
easy.
that, and I'd rather if we're taking fights like they are doing it, we might as well just cover the entire site with weakness, so that or withering, so that they have a harder time killing.
Pushing
you know?
in or just getting slowed, or they just run through it quick enough.
They can, yeah, you're right, but also the wall. So because wall essentially just cuts the entire side in half, and we just have to engage with one side, while the other team is like, oh shit, there's like a bunch of shit going on here, and if I just queued that side in general, it would be an issue for them to push in. Plus, like we've already seen what they did with the Luminol and the
Rachel,
which is like, because if you think about it, because if you think about it, it was really hard to we didn't even realize that the Luminol went off, and we should have paid.
Because you guys have it on Japanese announcement. Okay, I need to
I do.
start.
Well, I do.
I do, and I know when they're old because I know what Japanese.
I don't. So, and I personally think that, look, it's a preference thing anyway. Yeah, no, I think I'd have to figure some shit out first before I do that.
It's either that or I just start calling out when everyone starts ulting. Hey, Louine ulted, Richie ulted. Louine, Richie ult.
Because it's really easy to figure out whether or not someone's ulting. There's even sound cues, and it shows up on the UI. Well, I don't think it shows up on the UI actually. When I think about it, because if Louine ulted, it would just show as ready. I think it's the same thing for Michelle ult, because it shows it as being full ult, and doesn't look like she used it, and you can only figure it out if you hear the sound cue.
Or until you get hit by it, or until you run through it.
I mean, even when I ran through it, I didn't even notice that it was there. I just assumed that I got.
It'll show you revealed at the top. I mean,
no.
No.
No, you don't.
Line.
No, you don't understand, because when I went through the Reichi wall, I assumed that because it only shows like one thing at a time, right? So it showed that Reichi scanned me when I went through the wall. I didn't realize that Louine was. I didn't realize that the Louine had an ult there either, because I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to whoever's on the other side, right?
Okay.
So I wouldn't have known. I was definitely not paying attention to it. I don't know.
Well, that's why Zero didn't push through like that. But then again, the wall didn't even go there. So ideally, Zero should have actually circled around and then probably would have caught the Lewine if she was quick enough on the rotate for that particular setup.
Because it didn't even extend to CT, and the Lewine just had full reign of going all the way around.
Exactly. But
She had so much time to do it too.
Yep. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
So we do want the Reiji.
Yeah.
Typing in a Reiji.
Yes. Well, I guess okay. I guess the situation is if we were to do double controller, I think it would be the case of do we want to use it to are we going to be the type where we're actually going to fully commit to something or push into site to go to another area, right? Because that's another alternative that we could be doing. Otherwise, we could just play standard comp. Because standard comp is there's nothing wrong with playing standard comp.
Yeah, because I think the Reiji narrative is a bit
too much, right?
Too much, but I think that's perfectly fine if you're fully committing to the site you decided on, or just fine. I think. Actually, maybe and then there's us where we play the rotating, the standard comp where we try to get intel, and then rotate based off of whichever side has less people or something, or when they leave a site too open.
Because the most important thing is, and this is left to the individual, is whatever that person is more comfortable with. Because if you're playing a character that isn't comfortable to you, which is why I say I'm not really comfortable with playing Michelle. Neither am I comfortable with playing Yuguri, but I'll be willing to play Yuguri over Michelle, in my honest opinion. Because I like the idea of having smokes. Right.
You be Celestia or Flavia then.
Yeah. Otherwise I'd play Celestia. Or Flavia.
Just start working on them. Just start working on Celestia and Yugiri, just so we can have it as an option backup. Or we don't want as much of back. Or you just stick to your two, 3 characters. Galatea.
Galatea can only do so much, and let's be real here. I really like playing Galatea, but I can't do anything if I'm playing against a team that expects someone to flank, and that they have the knowledge to take down the clone first. Because Galatea clone is hard to use, especially if they start shooting at it, and I can't teleport into there. And if they're not shooting at it, they're waiting for me to teleport. And really, the only thing I could do is play invisibility. But even so, they have the timing to just look at it. I really feel like that there are certain cases where Galatea is really good to play in, like what was it, Area 88, and there's one more. I forgot. There's another map that I was more comfortable with.
Euler, probably.
Euler
or nah, it's so. Too many
Euler.
walls.
I would play Euler as Galatea, because I know some spots, and I just need to be a little bit more smart with rotating, because I'm fucking dumb with having backups of having a contingency plan. But I need to be a little better.
Gotta go. Madalena and Reichi, I'll have to work on those two, and someone will have to pick up the Lewine Konami.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll talk to probably talk to everybody.
K does. Hold on, I check K again.
They're pretty. they're pretty cracked at assault rifle characters, so
He does not
I'm
play Konami as much as Kokona.
yeah. I'd be okay with them playing a sniper or an AR character. It wouldn't. I think they're fine.
He says he can play as anything.
It's just something I don't like. I think that they do need to figure out what to stick with, but it's understandable. I'm kind of the same way. Like I'm comfortable with playing a good amount of characters. More so than others. So
Okay, let's do this. Attack will be okay. We'll take Glowing / Konami to his preference. I go Reichi, or I go Loween, and he goes Reichi on attack.
I mean that depends if he's okay with playing Reichi though. So
He said he was willing to, but I'll just ask him.
yeah, you should probably ask him because I don't know how often he's going to contribute to this because he does drop in here and doesn't really calm with us about it, but to each is their own. All right, it's 10:42. I think it's
You can sleep.
yeah.
No, we only covered Couchy. We didn't even do base 404. Get me.
You want to do 404?
We're gonna work on
talk
those
about
two
it?
maps.
I mean, if you want to talk about it, yeah, we can. But
But you
I
have to
think. I mean, we'll also need to eat, so.
go eat. Go
Yeah.
eat. You can just text me your suggestion on tops because
We'll figure it out.
input.
We'll figure it out. I
No.
I think I was kind of like probably not thinking about looking at it because Messi was like, yeah, they're just kind of trolling with the comp, but I kind of don't think they are personally because 404 is such a closed-in map. Playing dive is a really good idea.
Valid is valid. They could have also thrown in a fragrance and we could have been completely ran down too quick. Because numbers, you just take the 5, fully rush and take 2 picks.
Because we're not doing anything about it, and we don't have a good comp against that, unfortunately. As much as I would love to have a good a good way to stop them from pushing in, but what can you do? You know, what can you do?
Win nade, split them up. I don't know. Slow nade them. Slow nade and then run. Fall back quick.
Probably.
It would
I
be
don't know.
take a slow nade and run and just regroup before.
Probably. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
And we didn't even get to the whole nade copying of who should take what nade.
That's another conversation we'll get to if when someone mentions it. I think if you mention it to them, it'll be like, okay, yeah, let's figure that out. But I don't know.
Like,
right.
I'm terrible with interceptors, I'll tell you that much. That's why I don't take an interceptor, because I'm never going to remember to use it.
It's fair. I mean, other than the fact that you could just literally just plop it down to where people comment. Like, if you think about it, if you look back on previous games, you could probably see what people like to nade the most. And if you are able to pinpoint that, you could just place it there instantly. Because defense and interceptors are probably the better option. Because if you know where you're throwing it at, you can probably get it quicker than they can. As long as they don't shoot it, but yeah, you know. Because that team loves to use smokes. And it really does. it's kind of a double-edged sword for them when they bring it out, but then again they have the ability to change strats on the fly, so I don't know.
All right. Good night. Sleeping.
All right.
I will just call it. Good
All right.
night.
Good night.